Mic check.
Damage. No, I do not panic. So I swing landing. No, I'm not regular. Geeking on Miley Santana. From Philly like A out of Earth. They try find me, I blending like camel. She try line me, try hump like camel. They try line me, I came with some ammo. It's in line and I'm trim like a lamb. Yeah, yeah.
I start realizing they start treating me like I was regular.
Yeah. Whoa! Ooh, flex, right for the camera. She built like a dancer. She really a random. Really ain't nothing I cannot handle. I do not take damage. No, I do not panic. So
We're gonna get started in like a couple minutes, chat. Just give me 1 minute.
Geeking on Miley Santana. From Philly like A out of Earth. They try find me, I blending like camel. She try line me, try hump like camel. They try line me, I came with some ammo. It's in line and I'm trim like a lamb. No, I'm not regular. Geeking on Miley Santana. From Philly like A out of Earth. They try find me, I blending like camel. She try line me, try hump like camel. They try line me, I came with some ammo. It's in line and I'm trim like a lamb. I don't claim ya, I go for the dandruff. I don't climb up with 9 with the channel. I got numbers on me, I don't channel. I got numbers on me in the bank. I do my own thing, nigga, be great. And you know that I got my own safe. Open, I just have put some away. Really, they want me away. Really, because I'm too great. 1 minute, they be like, hey. Now it seems they just love me today. That is the definition that you too fake. I done pulled up in Impala drop top, look like old man in toupee. Ooh, fresh, right for the camera. She built like a dancer. She really a random, really ain't nothing I cannot handle. I do not take damage. No, I do not panic. So I swing landing. No, I'm not regular. Geeking on Miley Santana. From Philly like A out of Earth. They tryna find me, I blend in like camel. She tryna line me, try him like camel. They tryna line me, I came with some ammo. It's in line and I'm trim like a lamb. No, I'm not regular. Geeking on Miley Santana. From Philly like A out of Earth. They tryna find me, I blend in like camel. She tryna line me, try him like camel. They tryna line me, I came with some ammo. It's in line and I'm trim like a lamb.
I start realizing they start treating me like I was regular. I removed all the regular people out of my life. Now I just talk to my ice.
No, I'm not regular.
Yeah. You already know it's me, man, the Big G. I was 16, pulling up in foreign whips and shit, popping out on my block. 100,000 in Jews on, 10,000 in my pockets, both pockets, man. $2,000 fits, I swear to God, this back then. Way back when. We showed you niggas how to do this shit, man. We been flexing around the city, getting all the bad bitches having motion, doing what we wanted. And we was steppers. We showed you niggas not to play with us, for real. Look, I'm the reason. I'm the reason. I'm the reason. I'm the reason niggas rap about they set. I was the first one to put my dead mans around my neck. All begets. I was putting work in around the clock, ain't get no fucking rest. When we saw threats on the internet, we put ops to the test. If his head worth some money, got a youngin', come collect. Never fumble on no hit, they hop out broad, they come correct. Let the clip off, now they running. Handgun hit like a tech. But I told them, fuck the streets, you better get that fucking check, nigga. Cut that weight off me, now I'm right back in full effect. Tell me how you hate on me, and I'm the reason you got respect, nigga. I ain't tripping, I stuff hollow tips all in my vet. I stay ready to make a mess. 762 rip that vest, nigga. I'm a dog off the leash, won't end up in no vet. I'm a Land Rari, new McLaren, nigga, ain't no vet whipper. Ball with me, check. They ain't see me next. Got these suckers stressed. Everything BS, yes, it's my season. They ain't believe me. Watch your mouth, you bleed for that. I'm the reason niggas check. I'm the reason they get rich and leave they block but still go back. I'm the reason all these young niggas trying to rap wanna catch a hat. I'm the reason for them blessings. I'm the reason my bitch flexing. Yo bitch sending paragraphs and I'm the reason why she texting. Everybody got a bag and I'm the reason in my section. I'm the reason they don't come outside. We taught they ass a lesson. Pull Maybachs in. Nigga, my whole team winning like the Pac-10. Broski get 100 sold as soon as the pack land. Rockin' yellow rose gold, my diamonds African. I got rich white money, but I'm a black man. Flow dope, I got them hooked just like the crack gin. Up that 40, now they shook and take back what they said. Every nigga diss my brother in the wreck they did. Bullets tap they head, yeah. I was fighting a fed case, but I did not go fed. Pay my lawyer bread, then went tuck my kids in bed.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Let's go. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Let's go. Oh, what's up?
Spin that shit on the breakfast, look at my house, she the baddest. Spin that shit on the breakfast, look at my house, she the baddest. Black boy, white boy, swag, I'm tatted like I'm Spanish. We go SPJ, it's a pool party, test me when you landin'. How about you like a fish, can play with them numbers like Lotto. See, in the Corvette, 2 rides, Molly on the hoe. I put some Molly on the hoe. I put some swagger on that hoe. Jewel Santana on my phone. Red bandana, I'm in mode. Old ass honeys, caught mode. Messing my gel on my red bone. SIT for the young boys. Spend the whole meal in the borrow. Put it in the pot for tomorrow. Yeah, we going shopping tomorrow. I'm putting my fish in our money. Pop it off, shake up the lobby. Everything we do is a timing. Peak, polo, color timing. Swear that I'm so around it. Rock it out, tame Apollo. Honey M's, Fort Lawn College. South Atlanta came with my posse. She sisters, not no Roxy. Big bitch, I built her body. Geeked up, they talk about me. Spin through a love Molly. Stole a car with no mileage. On murder game, they don't know about it. Geeked up like a co-pilot. I ain't gotta say nothing, baby. Money gon' talk for me, I can stay quiet. Yeah, spin that shit on the breakfast, look at my house, she the baddest. Yeah, spin that shit on the breakfast, look at my house, she the baddest. Yeah, black Black boy, white, my swag, I'm
What up,
tatted
chat?
like I'm Spanish. We go SPJ, it's a pool party, test me when you in it.
What's going on?
Just like
How's
the
everybody
Ricky, hold
doing?
on. Let's do it. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it. Name ringing, game banging, gun slinging, chain takers. Dope boy lifestyle. I
How's
crawl
everybody
hard,
doing?
no label.
What's going on,
Mama
chat?
couldn't afford
Great,
cable.
great.
Now the big house with no neighbors. Real P, I had to put it down. I'm your bitch favorite now. Bitches like I'm Flavor Flav. Taking this shit day by day. Geek like Fabo, selling bricks like J-Bo now. Young and got rich off of his real Atlanta 90 baby shit. I ain't go to
How's it
high
going,
school.
Anid?
I was in the school high. I been on some young turn shit. Way before school to drop this. House party, we was
That's
throwing
good.
dubs. Stolen cars to the team club. Home gotta live a finger up. Brody and them get shit done.
Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Just gonna make a little thing here. I got all my Rickies on. Let's do it. I got all my Rickies on. Let's do it. Alright, let's take our picture. I wish there was a way I can like tell everyone to pose with me in the chat or something. But there's not much people in here, so maybe one day. Alright. Here we go. It's a nice picture. It's a nice pic. I got all my Rickies on. Let's do it. I got all my Rickies on. Let's do it.
We was all night on them corners, black Nike boots, white ones. With a paddock going rock and run. My business living like a dime. Broke out knock, I'm taking care of son. Send another 100 to my mom. Gonna take a trip, have fun. Metro blooming in a blunt. Ain't out here hustling for none. Tryna leave a billy to my sons. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it. Pop out just like the Ricky, hold on. Let's do it.
Spin that shit on the breakfast, look at my house, she the baddest. Yeah, spin that shit on the breakfast, look at my house, she the baddest. Yeah, black boy, white, my swag, I'm tatted like I'm Spanish. We go SPJ, it's a pool party.
You can turn it. Let's go, let's go. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Live now.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shot it bad, pop up like a.
Alright, we'll get started here in a minute after I make this post it on live. Like a whole bunch of
I'm washing the bins in the rain, they thinking I'm crazy, going insane. I turn up a bitch for a day, she thinking I saved her, really a player. See, really, you been in the way, I turn on my nigga, we eating the same. Hood politics as usual, well, I'm running for mayor. Hood politics as usual, well, I'm running for mayor. I say hood politics as usual, well, I'm running for, yeah. Man, I can't leave that double cup alone, I'm keeping I'm starting to get lazy. Really, I'm losing the passion. Really, I'm tired of the acting. Really, I'm tired of these rappers. One-on-one from the cars to clothes, I can't even hide it in traffic. God bless me, I'm blessing the family. Now the crib big as a chapel. They catch me on mumble the word, I'm fighting these cases like Apple. They told me I needed some fruit, I mix the codeine with the snapper. Cool like a spaceship, I take it to NASA, really relaxing. 60K today on fashion, I write it off my taxes. I like my bitches ratchet, rich, pretty, nasty. Motor yelling, scratching off on Twitter, you ever get behind me. Money long as wind beyond me. Pussy good, it drip to sunny. Million cash race, I'm mad as hell, I ever miss $1. I'm washing the bins in the rain, they thinking I'm crazy, going insane. I turn up a bitch for a day, she thinking I saved her, really a play. See, really, you been in the way, I turn on my nigga, we eat.
Why do you have a beanie on? Oh, I just came from doing some Christmas shopping. I like the beanie.
Let's go. Boy. Wait. How the fuck she got a figure 8 and
Yep, that is right. Christmas Eve is tomorrow.
days of work done and wanna still make it home for a late dinner at the round table, and I never kept nobody around me that I ain't made richer. Young Luke Skywalker, I'm going rogue. I live a life that you die for slow. I just seen the Eiffel Tower glow.
Oh, and my hair looks ugly right now. It's growing. I'm letting my hair grow. It's in that ugly phase right now. Kept the link.
Pull you a fool for this one, murder on the beat, so that's what I'ma do with this one. Surrounded by dogs, boy, don't make me sick one. Niggas won't prove that it was some. Now they got hate in their heart and they sit in the cell where it stem from. I treat that neck like a kick drum. She got a body like big body bitch, so I hit every corner. I can't wait to be some.
I'm washing the bins in the rain, they thinking I'm crazy, going insane. I turn up a bitch for a day, she thinking I saved her, really a player. See, really, you been in the way, I turn on my nigga, we eating the same. Hood politics as usual, I'm running for mayor. Hood politics as usual, I'm running for mayor. I say hood politics as usual, I'm running for, yeah.
Alrighty, there we go.
Double cup alone, I'm keeping it near, damn.
Are you excited about Christmas? I'm pretty excited. Who wouldn't be? Who's not excited about Christmas?
Change my name to the kid, that's a baby go. Keep it Drake like I started up OVO. You can get a percent, but I want the most. Got a house with a lake, so I bought a boat. About to switch up a play, that's inaudible. State to state, private jet with some model hoes. Had to run up more dollars than followers. Me and Bank take the week off in Cabo. Like a gamble, I'm playing a lotto. I'm betting it out, cause I know that I got them. Remember me?
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's gonna be pretty cool. Alright, cool. I could make another post, but I don't know if I want to. It's just too much sometimes. It's annoying. What are your plans? Anybody got any exciting plans for Christmas? I'm supposed to just... One day I'm going to go be with my mom's side, and then another day I'm gonna go be with my dad's side. That's typically how it goes. Yeah. Nah, I'll just do it. Fuck it, why not? Live now. Pull up. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to my grandma's tomorrow, and then I'm gonna end up going to my dad's on Christmas Day, and yeah, that's basically it. You know, time with the fam bam. As I get older, these get-togethers just get a little smaller and smaller, which is unfortunate. I don't know. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But lately it's been kind of a little bit smaller and everything. You know, it's harder when family moves far away, different places and things like that. But you know, you make it work. Oh, okay, that sounds fun. Secret Santa's always fun. That's always a good time. I got all my gifts ready to go. Alright, we'll probably get started like at 4:25. I'm gonna probably try not to be on live too long today. I'm gonna end up going on going through these trailers, and after that I'm gonna be going on an editing streak. Probably want to do some I gotta finish coloring a project that I'm really excited to come out soon. You guys will see it soon if anybody's in here following my work. I got a new project coming out soon. Not sure when. But I also got another project in the works that I'm gonna be finishing next month, and I got a few actually coming up. One that I'm probably gonna be trying to shoot in March, and yeah, I don't know, a lot of stuff going on, chat. Very busy right now. It's kind of crazy that the holidays are here and everything, because it doesn't even really feel like a break or a vacation. Just kind of seems like a very small. I mean, it does feel like a small break, but just like a very small break. Like, I guess the best way to describe it is it feels like a 15-minute break. You know what I mean? On a very long shift versus like a 30-minute. Or let's say it feels like a 30-minute break compared to like an hour break. There you go. That's the best way to put it. Oh shit, maybe we could wait to get some more people in here. I don't know if we're getting any technical difficulties over here. I'm seeing some weird stuff on Restream, but hopefully we're all good on YouTube. But you know how YouTube be with their stuff. God, who remembers the first time they heard this song? It was amazing. What was it, like 2016? 2017? I remember the first time I heard it. It had like a really cool Uzi animation too. It was like his head, and it was like a swirly thing behind him, and it was just sick. Okay, I take it back. We'll start at 4:30 because time's actually flying by. This one too. I know this one was like 2016.
Yeah. I
get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 through the 281, yeah, I'm riding. Why they on me? Why they on me? I'm flying, sipping low key. I'm sipping low key in Onyx, find a rider. When I'm pulling up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I text kick game wireless, throw a stack on the Bible. Never Snapchat or took Molly. She fall through plenty, her and all her guineas. Yeah, we at the top floor right there off the Henny. Yeah, oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I cannot do no wrong. Yeah, saucepan in the city, don't get misinformed. Yeah, they gon' pull up on you.
Okay.
Yeah, we gon' do some things.
Couple minutes, we're gonna get started.
Yeah, 'cause we from a place you cannot stay, or you can't go.
In Australia, Christmas Eve is today. There. Yeah, I've been seeing some people say Christmas like today. Some people were saying Merry Christmas yesterday. I was like, what are you talking about? Christmas isn't until, you know, Wednesday or Thursday.
You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah.
I think a lot of people are still working today. That's why we're not really getting too much. My microphone's off. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Check, check. 1, 2. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Check 1, 2. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello, check. I think my mic's okay now.
Pick the peppers, I can pick your brain and put your heart together. We depart the shady parts and party hard. The diamond yours, the coup forever. My best shot just might shoot forever. Like
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything.
Yeah, we're okay. My mic's okay.
Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the.
Can you hear me now? I should be okay now. I just tested it.
When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, I get those goosebumps every time.
All right, we're gonna get started. All right, I don't know which one to start with. All right, let's go, because I was kind of trying to browse through the other day, trying to see like which ones I missed it, and if all of them were in here. Where's Okay, so I guess let's go down the list a little bit. What do we got? Green Lanterns. Let's start with Green Lanterns, because we're gonna wait till more people can potentially get in here. Green Lanterns trailer. Where's it at, chat? It's literally just 10 seconds. That's literally it. Alright, chat. I guess we got a 10-second preview. I thought this was actually a trailer. Like, There we go. It's a little better. I thought this was going to be an actual trailer. I didn't know that this was just... I mean, like... A lot of these are just very quick glimpses. You know, these are projects that are coming in 2026. We're at the end of the year. We're at the end of the road for this month and all this stuff. So everything that we're seeing right now is pretty much just teaser material, you know? With that being said, I'll try to take it with a grain of salt.
I trained my entire life for this.
All right.
I trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class until Maureen says you are.
Okay. Very neat. I don't know what to say. That was so fast.
I trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class until Maureen says you are.
I'm not even going to say anything. Alright, next. I thought there was an actual trailer. Oh my god, watch the Avengers thing be just like shorter, or just as short. I thought this was an actual trailer, chat. My bad. I thought this was it's obviously just like a very quick TV spot for HBO and what they got to come. So we got a glimpse of something. Looks pretty neat. But yeah, I can't really say much, chat. I just can't. There's not much to really say. Not much to see. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna move on. Street Fighter. Okay, I was hearing a lot about that one. And 46 seconds. Okay, all right. I thought this was longer. I thought this was actually like, I don't know. All right, chat. Here we go. Street Fighter movie sneak peek. 50 Cent. This reminds me of Speed Racer. And I'm talking about the Speed Racer that came out like when I was young. I forgot I can't name, or John Goodman, I think that's his name. He played the dad, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. The one that was very heavily stylized and colorful. I forgot who was the director of that one. We'll look into that. But that's what this reminds me of. I mean, look at how colorful and vibrant this is. One thing that stood out to me was the grain here. Not only just like the color, but the grain. I just thought that was pretty cool to see. I'm a big fan of like film textures and things like that. Oh, excuse me. So it was cool. It was cool to see. I don't know. Immediately, I was kind of attracted to this aesthetic with this shot. And then that one kind of pulled me in a little bit too, because obviously we knew that there was gonna, or from what I saw online, it looked like there was gonna be a lot of color in this, like a lot of vibrant color. You know, you try to avoid spoilers as much as you can, but you can only do so much. I don't know characters' names, so bear with me here. But that looks dope. This looks sick. And the grain, you can still see the film grain on all these shots too. So you can see the continuous aesthetic, or at least the color grade. I hope they keep it, because it's just, I don't know, it's very cool looking. It might just be like a moment here, but it just looks really cool, really neat. 50 Cent. pretty cool. I don't know characters, guys. I've played Street Fighter, of course, but I don't know. I'm not like a hardcore fan or know things like that. I can't tell you any characters' names or anything, but I just know it's a game that I used to play. I had it on Xbox. I think I had what was it? Like Street Fighter versus Capcom or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. This just looks like a lot of fun. I forgot his name, that comedian. I heard he was in it too. I don't know who he's playing, but hopefully he's a funny character. And you still see that grain, you know, you still see this like grainy film texture in every single shot, so that's pretty cool. I just love how vibrant the colors are. Was that, hold on. Was that what's his name? Eric Andre? Bro, that's Eric Andre, isn't it? Hey guys, it looks fun. I don't know. Just based off of this, it looks pretty fun. I'm interested to see more. I can't wait to see, or not that I can't wait, but I'm looking forward to seeing a new trailer, an official trailer, so we get to see a little bit more of more into this world, you know, because this is just a little sneak peek, but I'm definitely intrigued. So W for Street Fighter. And I'm saying that as somebody who doesn't know Street Fighter, okay? So like I'm not like a diehard fan or anything like that. So don't come at me. If there's like diehard fans that like hate this, then go hate on your own time somewhere else and not at me. Don't come at me because I don't know what's going on here, all right? All I know is that it looks cool from a filmmaker's perspective. It looks neat. I don't know. It looks like Street Fighter the movie, you know? It looks like very similar to the game, at least, you know? We're talking about an animated game, at least that's what I know it as, an animated arcade game. So it's like, how do you bring that into the real world? You know, you kind of have Mortal Kombat to compare this to, you know? And I think those two kind of are going head to head right now online, because I think they're both having a theatrical release next year. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out next year as well. So we're talking about two like fighter games that are coming out in the same year. So I think that's pretty cool. And one of them's a sequel and one of them's their new original film. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna have a lot to compare here, you know, and there's gonna be, we got like a cool little I don't know, kind of like Star Wars and Star Trek kind of thing here, you know what I mean, where we got two similar franchises dueling it out in the same year. So that should be pretty fun. All right, what's the next one? I don't want to do Disclosure Day yet. I'm really excited for that one. Let's do the Euphoria Season 3 one. Watch, this one's gonna be like super short too. I already know it. Hey, how about we just watch this, the coming in 2026 HBO Max? Let's just do that, because we're gonna get all of them, I'm pretty sure.
You must decide what you want.
Alright, House of the Dragon, Euphoria.
There's no turning back.
Do you know why I do this? Because I enjoy it. And I'm fucking good at it.
I know what this is. Oh, The Pit, new season, nice. That was a good first season.
Narrative is important.
I never seen Industry.
Control it.
So
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Okay, we saw the trailer for that one.
What's DTF?
Down.
Whoa.
How's that?
This is college. You get to reinvent yourself.
Hey, sailor.
Cock a doodle do.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Oh, what?
A few years after high school, I don't know if life was exactly what I wished.
Oh shit.
You walk up into my house, and you don't even introduce yourself.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
You messed up my life.
Axe.
Rhaenyra will do
Dragon.
what she has to do. And what she has to do will be dire.
Gilded Age.
You take this case,
War.
and you take him for every penny he's got.
Prophecy.
I trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class till boring says you are.
Yeah, definitely an exciting year coming up. There's a lot of projects to look forward to there. You know, there's things that I haven't seen yet, things that I've heard of, things that were recommended to me. So I'm definitely behind, but yeah, guys, the stuff that I have seen and stuff that I've been following along with, I'm definitely going to be keeping up with, and hopefully I'll get some time to actually watch some of the things that I didn't get a chance to see. But all this looks really good, guys. HBO's got a really exciting year ahead of them. I guess let's dissect maybe what we did see a little bit. Euphoria. It seems like we're seeing Rue continuing a little bit of her, like the last, like continuing, like kind of like not really progressing from the last time we saw her, and I only say that because I don't know if she appears to be better here. She appears to be the same, partying and a little strung out. They said after college. What did they say?
A few years after high school.
Oh, after high school.
I don't know if life was exactly what I wished.
You walk up into my house, and you don't even introduce yourself.
Who's that? Okay, so we know this is going to be some character who has Rue under his arm or under his wing, and something's going to go down. Maybe this is a character that was mentioned before that I'm just like not remembering. Maybe a dealer or some sort, something like that. It seems like, I mean, we're going to get a really big time jump from the last Euphoria, you know, especially we're talking years after high school. So Jacob Elordi's character seems to be doing the same.
I don't know.
There's Cassie's character. She seems like she's gonna be a Playboy bunny or something like that. I heard that she was gonna be an OF girl or something like that. So
Life was exactly what
there's Hunter Schafer. I'm not sure what they're doing yet.
Walk up into my house, and you don't even introduce yourself.
Yeah, chat. I don't know.
You messed up my life.
Looks good. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. We'll be watching all of it for sure. I might not even be able to clip this up, like, you know, these moments later, because I thought these were going to be like full trailers, but we'll just take it with a grain of salt. A lot of exciting stuff coming, chat. W for HBO Max. All right, what else do we got? Stranger Things. All right, this one I was excited for. We're almost done, chat. We're flying by this stream. It was because there we go, volume 2.
We failed.
We're flying through this one just because there's a lot more teasers than anything, you know, teasers and sneak peeks. But it's all good, no worries, you know. We're just chilling. There was a a handful of these in here that I was like primarily excited for. This was one of them, and yeah. All right, here we go. Here's Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 trailer.
We failed. We never stood a chance. We failed. We never stood a chance.
This is not over. Not by a long shot.
This whole time, everything we have ever assumed about the Upside Down has been dead wrong.
Mother of God.
Help me find him. Kill him.
Showtime.
My sound design.
Kinda thought that was supposed to be the easy part.
It was. I don't know what's on the other side of any of this. If we want to stand a chance of surviving, we need to be a team.
Oh shit.
It is time
Ugly as hell.
for new world.
You die, I die.
You die, I die.
I don't like that. What the hell? Ah, guys. Chat. I love this because I love the timing of this, and I love it because this is going to bring a lot of people together. You know, a lot of families are going to gather around their living room TV or, you know, just whatever the case may be, and they're going to be watching this together around the holidays. And I just think that's just like we're living kind of, I mean, it's nothing new. There's been a lot of things that have done that, you know, over the years. You know, just you have like Christmas movies, you know, like Harry Potter and A Christmas Story and, you know, Elf and all these movies that bring us together to watch around a screen together. And I love that we get to do that at home. But when you have an event and a kind of worldly event that everyone's been anticipating like this, I think it's a little bit more, it's a little different, you know, it's different than like a Christmas film. And it's special because we're all experiencing it for the first time together. So not only are you going to be experiencing it with your family, but then you could pick up your phone and then text your friend, and then talk about it, or then, you know, go on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and then see commentary about it and people talking about it, you know. And that's just so exciting. I think that's one of the coolest things about this event that's happening right now. And I think that's very smart for them, very smart of them to be having this go down the way that they did, you know, because it's a memory that's going to last with people because they're going to be able to look back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when we watched the Stranger Things finale together. So it's just like you're really engraving this, like you have a franchise that's like ingrained in families' memories, and I think that's really cool because you have a series that's all about family and friends, and that's pretty much like the big essence of, I think, Stranger Things. So I just think that's really cool. Very, very cool, very neat, and I think the Duffer Brothers should be really proud of that. The creators and the cast and everybody who's worked on it and created this thing, I think they should be really proud to see that it is that it has came to this epic conclusion at such a awesome time, not only in the real world, but just to see it play out, you know, with the story. It's just, it's just peak. I think it's peak for a lot of things. And if I was the Duffer Brothers or, you know, anybody involved with this, I'd be so proud. So I just want to, I guess, kind of give them their flowers, or, you know, hats off to them, because it's really cool. It's just so epic. And then to be able to look back on your career one day and know that you created this, and it just had such a perfect, such a perfect, what do you call it? A perfect run. It wasn't perfect, you know. You can say whatever you want. You could say it took very long to come out, because we know we did wait a long time, and, you know, there's a lot of controversy behind that and whatever, but that's so minimal compared to the overall big impact that the franchise has had, you know. So I just think it's really cool. Very cool stuff. And I just love that as a filmmaker, you know, and I think that the filmmakers should be proud of that as well. So yeah, I guess let's talk about the trailer now. And kind of just like go back and watch it again. So Will's feeling like he's, I don't know why he's feeling like he failed. I would feel like they totally got a little bit of a upper hand here, to know that they got this, you know, power, such as, you know, himself on their side. I wonder what Dustin meant by that. He said that they had it all wrong about the upside down. And it looks like we keep seeing that thing. It looks like, what is that, like Vecna's heart, or the heart of the upside down? And we know that everyone's going to have to team up together. We have that young girl who was in season 1 or 2, coming back, and she's going to have to use her powers. So we have, like, you know, 3 powerful people here. You know, they recruited, they kind of have a little bit of the upper hand here, because they're recruiting now powerful, like, other sorcerers and stuff like that. But it looks like it's going to get ugly in the real world, where we're going to have demogorgons all over the real world, causing fucking havoc. Look at that. And I'm not sure what's going on there. Vecna's design looks a lot, I don't know, sharper and clean. You can tell that there's some, you know, VFX going on there, probably combined with his practical effects. And I didn't like that part. So hold on, let me go back here. And like, so it seems like there's some kind of blending or combination of the real world and the upside down. And it kind of seems like we were getting that at the end of the last season, but then we kind of derailed from that a little bit, because we were kind of left off with this, like, very big hyped ending, but then when we picked off on this season, it didn't really pick off with that same energy. So hopefully now we're kind of picking back up where that left off, if that makes any sense, where we're seeing this blend of the upside down and the real world. Oh, this is creepy to look at. Like, oh, like, now that I'm actually looking at this chat, I'm so sorry for leaving that here. Oh, that's so ugly, so nasty to look at. I'm getting like trypophobia looking at that, you know. So that's what I mean by the upside down and real world coming together. So what the hell is she like? Look at her. I'd never seen 11 do anything like that. If you die, I die. I do not like that, chat. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh God, no. Guys, they did that on purpose. And I don't want to say, but if I, as from a filmmaker's perspective, I would plant that in there. I would plant that seed, because not to not show you it, but to show you that something like that is going to happen, you know? And obviously we know that as foreshadowing. And yeah, and they wouldn't put it in there if it wasn't going to lead to nothing. So Chat, we must prepare ourselves because we might very well see the end of one of these two, and it's going to be, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know. But we're going to find out. Looks like we got Elle fighting some kind of like nuke or something. That's gross. Yeah, chat. All right, I'm excited. There's a lot. This seems like there's a lot going down, but we're obviously only getting glimpses of it. We're gonna figure it out when it's all out. When did it say? Because today is the 23rd, right? Yeah. So is it coming out tomorrow or the 25th? Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? It's probably Christmas Day. Yeah, arrives December 25th at 5 p.m. PT. All right. All right, chat. What do we think? All right, what next? Disclosure Day. We probably do Disclosure Day, the Odyssey, and then close out with Doomsday and call it a night. I don't know if there's anything. Oh yeah, there's Digger with Tom Cruise that I did want to check out too. We'll do that one right now, actually. Huh. What the fuck is it about? A grave digger? What the heck is going on? I mean, I'm interested. I'm intrigued because of the filmmakers and the people involved. But what is it about? We're going to have to go to IMDb, chat. Because it's like, what is this? The most powerful man in the world embarks on a frantic mission to prove he is humanity's savior before the disaster is unleashed, destroys everything. Oh, disaster he's unleashed. Sorry, I read that wrong. Let me read it again. My bad. The most powerful man in the world embarks on the most powerful man in the world embarks on a frantic mission to prove he is humanity's savior before the disaster he's unleashed destroys everything. What could that mean, chat? Yeah, I don't know. It seems like we're going to see Tom Cruise in some kind of makeup and, facial prosthetics, though, because that silhouette looks like an old man with not much hair, perhaps a bodysuit, or maybe he gained weight. I don't know. This character seems to like dancing, and he carries around a shovel. And the film's called Digger. So, not much else to go off of, chat. And this synopsis. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Bruce Almighty. And I'm only saying that because, I don't know, this setting kind of reminds me of the place that he was at where he met God a little bit. And just the weird silhouettes of this strange character in the clouds, in the sky. I don't know. Very weird, chat. I don't know what's going on, but seems pretty cool. With Alejandro G. Anuratu. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but he directed The Revenant, Birdman, and what was the other one? Babel. The two that I know he's really big for is Birdman and The Revenant, though. At least from what I know him from. Oh, Bardo, too. I did hear about that one. It's on my Letterboxd. But yeah, chat. Looks interesting. Hope to see more. And probably will end up checking it out. But for now, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Very quick previews here. I'm sorry, I got like very bad dry throat or dry mouth. Ugh. If you're still in here, let me get a what up in the chat. Ugh. My bad, I'm so tired. I'll be right back, chat.
I gotta feed the street.
Paper planes, Novocaine, Mary Jane. Say one thing to me, you Texas toast, no razor cane. I can't lie, life's good, man, I can't complain. Walking through the hood undoubtedly without a stain. Hopped off the porch, I'm a prodigy, they know the name. Had to run it up, let my prophecy financial gain. If you ain't with me, you against me, then get out the way. Spinning on you and your people, dancing on your grave. Choppers like Resident Evil, we dress like blood rain. Rock that American Eagle, hoodie got blood stains. My brother whipping up them kilos, I told him fuck the game. Twin Glock, Max Pay, kickin' shit, Johnny K. Ice selling Johnny Day, beat shit, Luke K. Flaming shit, Luke K. Brand new day, brand new K. Ballin' like 2K. I swear I've been betrayed. One too many times, too many to count. Yeah. All the nights I prayed, solid how I stayed. No matter how they played it, I still don't mind. Whoa, yeah. There's too many to count. Hey, hey. Times I've been betrayed. Fuck is that about? Paper plane, Laker game, Novocaine. Headshot Drizzy, man, you know the aim. Niggas praying, I spare him like a bowling lane. Yeah. Like Mike, Corleone, sporty flow. I done it all, it's like I'm shorty low. All these fools I'm beefing that I barely know. 45, 44, let it go. You ain't changing shit for me, it's set in stone.
Alright, chat, what do we got next? We got Disclosure Day. Yeah, we'll do Disclosure Day, the Odyssey, and Avengers, and we'll be done, so unless anybody else has got anything to recommend. But I doubt it because I think there's only one person in here. So, yeah. I probably won't do a stream this early again. I don't know. It's just too early. I usually do it around 7, and at least then people are out of work, maybe a little bit more comfortable and settled in at home. But 4 p.m. was a little bit earlier. I think I did it for myself, though, just because I kind of wanted to have time to just chill out and relax and do other things. So, without further ado, we're going to get through this. Sorry, chat. Sorry, Anid. I know you're the only one in here. I really appreciate you always coming through, though. All right. disclosure day. Or let me see if there's any on Rotten Tomatoes that I maybe didn't get a chance to see that might have been good. Street Fighter, Supergirl, the drama.
Am I sensing some nerves?
Oh yeah, I wanted to see this one. All right, this is the one with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, with Mary Jane and Batman.
Am I sensing some nerves? A little camera shy? Let's do a little warm up so we're feeling revved up and comfortable for your wedding day. Yeah? All right, let's try it.
Looks like
Let's
Khloe
do a warm up.
Kardashian.
Up on our feet. All right, Charlie, move a little closer to your bride-to-be. There you go. What's your favorite thing about Emma?
Ooh, nice A24 logo.
Funny. This is very serious.
And she has the best laugh.
Okay, good. Emma.
I love that he's caring, understanding, and open-minded.
That's good. Okay, so hold on to those thoughts. Don't forget to smile. Okay. Just smile naturally. Yeah, Charlie, just a completely natural smile. Just like how you would smile in life. Remember, you know each other really well.
Emma and Charlie.
What the fuck was that?
This is comedy.
We found love that we're gonna have forever.
I like the way it's shot.
Okay, I think that we'll get there on the day.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Interesting. Because they see, like, we see moments of them together enjoying each other, and then now when they're doing that, it's like, is this a couple that should be getting married? What's going on here? Yeah, chat, I don't know, it looks pretty interesting. I did say the right Kardashian, right? I said Khloe Kardashian. That's the older one, right? I don't know, this Khloe, Kim, and what's the other one? I don't fucking know. My bad. But the one that's with Travis Barker, that's the one that's who this girl looks like. This is very much A24 coded though. I like seeing A24 have a different logo though. I don't know if this is the first time that we've seen a different A24 logo, but looks pretty cool. Looks pretty neat. So yeah, we see them like enjoying each other and having very natural couple chemistry, but then here when they're taking their wedding photo, it's very off. So there's obviously been some reason for this energy here, you know? And even just that look, so watching this without the sound, you can tell that perhaps they didn't know who they were marrying. You know, maybe they thought they knew who they were marrying, but they didn't. And like I was saying, mentioning the way it was shot, you see moments where the camera is slowly or is like zooming in, or it's moving. If it's moving very much kind of like a almost like a documentary camera, or even you could even kind of say like a wedding videographer camera. You know, because weddings back in the day, before there was like the whole wedding aesthetic that there is today with being able to like wedding videographers and stuff like that. There was these videographers would shoot this stuff like on tape and or on film, and in the tape, or at least in the digital era, you see a lot of you would see like weddings on recorded on tape or cassettes or whatever, and they would have that zoom, just like that very smooth 300x zoom, and it was just built into the cameras a lot of the time, just built into the internal lens of the digital cameras that they were using, or the digital tape cameras that they were using. And you see that move, that style here, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. And even just this trailer being wrapped up like a invitation, like a wedding invitation, is really neat and really cool as well, because this just seems like just a really great way to package, I guess, this product, you know, because, and even just down to the aesthetic of the way we're visually seeing it, it feels like we're watching a documentary about this couple, perhaps. And that's kind of what it feels like when you do go to a wedding. You know what I mean? There's like photos of the couple. You might watch memories or like, you know, videos of them. And it's all about them. You know what I mean? And it seems like we're actually going to get the wedding in this film too. We're going to get before the wedding. We're going to get the relationship a little bit leading up to it. And then the wedding. So it just looks pretty cool. It looks neat, guys. I'm a sucker for romance films. I've always been a sucker for romance movies, and I'm into this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really into it, and I'm interested to see how it plays out. Because you see them like look at them on their wedding day. Look at them in the scenes when they were not on their wedding day. You know. Or doing things to do with that has to do with their wedding, you know. But look at them when they're doing stuff that has to do with their wedding, and then look at them like doing things now with their wedding. So wedding, perhaps non-wedding, could be wedding, like maybe rehearsals or something. Non-wedding, you know, we know that's probably like a memory. Wedding, weird energy. Non-wedding. It seems like these are like flashbacks, you know, memories. But maybe it's about the stresses that come with having a wedding. I don't know. But it seems cool, chat. And then on their wedding day, no smiles, just stress. Even the camera work. What's going on? Are there police at the wedding? An ambulance? Stress. She's drinking. Stress. Oh, he's bleeding. Was there a fight? The drama. I'm here for it. Yeah, chat. All right, cool. This looks fire. Should we read the synopsis? I don't want to read the synopsis of it. Yeah, look, see? He's bleeding. What's going on? What's going on, Batman? Did Spider-Man pull up? Wouldn't it be so funny if Tom Holland's in it? Like, Tom Holland is like low-key... Yo, what if Tom Holland's low-key casted in it, and then we don't know until he just, like, shows up? Like, that'd be so sick. That'd be awesome. That would be almost like movie or event of the year if Tom Holland were to appear in that movie, and like, there was, like, some kind of love triangle. Like, people wouldn't be able to stop talking about it. But yeah, chat, this looks cool. I'm interested. Probably would love to see it in the theaters, but if not, I will get a chance to see it at some point. But yeah, W's in the chat for this movie. Let me know what you guys think. The Elvis Presley in concert. I think I'm okay. Billie Eilish movie. I think I'm okay. I don't watch really things like that. The Moment. Did I see that one? Oh yeah, that's the Charlie XX movie. I don't really watch that either. Alpha. Should we check that out?
My good hand, tattooed evil, cross his brother's fist. That filthy five did nothing to challenge or resist. In heaven his throne is made of gold, and the ark of his testament is stowed. A throne from which I'm told all old history does unfold. Down here it's made of a wooden wire, and my body is on fire, and God is never far away. And the mercy seat is a smoking, and I think my head is melting. In a way I'm helping to be done with all this twisting of the truth. A lie for a lie and a tooth for a tooth. And anyway I got nothing left to lose, and I'm not afraid to die melting, and I think my blood is boiling. In a way I'm spoiling all the fun with all this truth and consequence. And I'm not afraid to die.
Looks really interesting, chat. That looks really cool. You know, I'm not even really gonna try to piece it together. I kind of want it to remain a mystery / kind of experience, if you will. You know, but it seems very interesting. I could only connect it, or the creator or director, with Raw. I remember seeing Raw years ago. It's been a very long time, but I remember that film being similar to kind of what I'm visually seeing here. I guess when it comes to, I guess, like metaphors, being kind of feelings and metaphors, I guess you can say, being like conveyed in a way just very naturally on screen. Because I know that Raw, I can't remember too much, but I remember Raw was, you know, there was a lot going on in Raw that was basically like an allegory or a metaphor for something else. And, you know, obviously a lot of films are nuanced and also, you know, have a lot of subtext and sub-meaning, or may have the appearance of one thing but really be another thing, just kind of shown and displayed just to convey something, you know, if that makes any sense. Like, a lot of times you could say like you could say like, oh, well, this Star Wars is about, you know, a war in the stars, but you can also say that it was basically like a retelling of like World War II or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, these things can have can be visually one thing, but then be actually but like be conveying another. So like you had that one shot of her in bed and you saw the room literally collapsing and falling in on her, and a very visually striking scene and piece. And there was a lot of visually striking moments in here, but it's really about, I think, feeling. You know, a lot of things don't need to be said or expressed, you know. Sometimes things are shown, and I like that this trailer ended up doing that. We had a lot of the visuals. There was no sound sound design. There was a soundtrack, just one soundtrack, but, and I don't know what it was saying, but even just the feeling of the notes, the pattern and the rhythm that it was playing, the pace that it was playing, combined with the editing of the images and images that we were seeing. I mean, the trailer in itself is a piece of work. You know what I mean? Could be considered a short film, if you will, even though I mean, and that's, I know some people might argue with me, but I'm saying that, like, if we're talking about a piece, a motion picture, a trailer is obviously, yeah, it's meant to promote or preview the entire film, but I mean, it still is a piece of work in itself. and the edit of this trailer very much felt like that. It didn't feel like necessarily a music video, although it is. You can say it's similar to it because you kind of just had like an audio track with the visuals playing. But what I'm saying is that this very much felt like just an individual piece because of the way that it was shown, no matter if it was considered a trailer or a music video or whatever. I'm just saying what it felt like. And that's what these things are supposed to do. You know, they're supposed to make us feel, and it seems like there's a lot of things and themes going on with youth. It seems like the character in there was a young girl. I'm not sure if she was young or like young as in like maybe like in middle school or high school, or maybe she was older. Maybe we see her go through stages, because I recall seeing a moment where somebody was at a bar drinking or something. I don't know. Also, we're talking about possibly a European film, so things and laws are different over there, you know, when it comes to age of drinking and stuff like that. So it could have just been different characters too, and I just didn't pick up on it. But there was just a lot of very interesting, cool, beautiful visuals that we were seeing, especially even like the closer with the tungsten orange hand, and then you see the small child hand reach in, but the child's hand is like kind of cold and in a lot much more contrast to the orange hand that was just there. But then just a very interesting frame to see, that was at least impactful for me. I thought it was really a really cool shot, an interesting shot, and sometimes we forget that. Yeah, I mean, we're watching a movie here, but who's to say what a real movie is? You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, we used to put quarters in a machine and put our eyes through a little thing and watch a movie that was like only 30 seconds or 15 seconds or so, and that was considered like our first kind of like movies or kind of like motion pictures. And I don't know if we were the ones that ended up cranking the image to be able to see the little cartoon that played, that like flicked a whole bunch of pictures, basically being like one of these stick figures where you just go like that. I think that's essentially what it was. I forgot what it's called, guys, but obviously we've progressed past that and we're not there anymore. But what I'm saying is that you have a piece of work here that doesn't necessarily, it's not like, I don't think this trailer is like any of the other trailers that we've seen. And because of that, it stands out, and I just think it's interesting, and I appreciate it. And this film is obviously, I think, going to be a little bit possibly like more different than the other films that are, that we've seen on this list and things like that. It's definitely more art house, and it has, you even see it through like the support. It's got Cannes recognition. Cool to see the production company behind it, or there's a lot, but Neon is a familiar one. Canal Plus is a familiar one. Film Nation. Yeah. But yeah, W's for this movie, guys. Alpha. This looks really cool, really interesting. I'm not sure. It probably will have a limited release, but definitely interested in checking it out. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. All right, Ani, no worries. Love you too. All right. What else was on this list? All you need is kill. What's this? Oh, an anime. I'm sorry. I don't watch that stuff. I don't mean no hate or shade. I just don't watch it. Is this another one? Yeah, I thought so. Mercy, Madagascar. Okay. All right, chat. We're going to get to our finals. That's the one I just did, right? Yeah. Hold on, chat. Normal? What's that?
Welcome to Normal, Minnesota. A charming, unassuming town where time moves slow and a friendly face is always just around the corner.
Your eyes, that mouth.
You'll never be far from our local mayor, dedicated deputy sheriff, a friendly mailman, cheerful store owners, cozy eateries. Oh, and our town moose.
Like the way you law, man.
Life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable. Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
Jesus.
That's not where I was aiming.
Welcome to Normal.
It flows through my veins.
What did he say?
Moose.
I bet a loss? What did he say?
Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
I made a loss? Chat, what the hell did he say? I'm at a loss. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Alright, chat. I don't know. I mean, that's Saul from Better Call Saul. That's all I know.
Move slow and friendly.
This kind of reminds me of the Edgar Wright movie with Simon Pegg, and I forgot his friend, the other guy's name, Hot Fuzz, because it kind of, you know, was around a very small town and police officers and defending the town and, you know, a big bloodbath. But yeah, chat. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. It's not something that, like, it's so familiar, I think, to a lot of kind of action stuff that we've seen before, that it kind of loses a little bit of appeal for me. I'm not gonna lie. And I haven't seen enough with this actor in it, you know, who plays Saul in Better Call Saul, to get like too reeled in, but it does look fun, don't get me wrong. And I could be wrong, like I this could be one of those movies that you watch and then it's like, oh, this is actually really good, you know. And I kind of feel like I may get that vibe too, just from kind of the level of violence and gore here, I'm not gonna lie. And I like dissecting action movies too, just like the same way that I like dissecting VFX and all types of, like, the fake stuff that's in computer graphics. I like judging the practical effects that are in, you know, reality. And it seems like there's a lot of really cool, fun moments here. Like, yeah, I don't know. It looks fun, guys. I wonder if it's going straight to streaming or going to be a limited release. Oh, here we go. Coming soon. All right, cool. What up, Russell? What are some good fantasy-related trailers that you've seen recently? Looking for some inspo. Fantasy? None, honestly. To be honest, nothing fantasy. That's a little bit of a very, very niche Nietzsche thing. No, that wasn't the one. Housemaid, we did that one already. Send Help, I did want to see this, what this one was about.
I want to be the next survivor! I can do bushcraft with my eyes closed. I've been underestimated my whole life.
Earth to Linda.
Oh.
Still working on the company report?
I finished that last week. I'm right behind you.
Oh. No, they shrunk it down to a smaller group. But don't worry, they'll know who did the heavy lifting.
As an executive, I see no value in you.
I want to be the next survivor! I've been underestimated my whole life.
Oh shit.
We're not in the office anymore. You are stuck with an awful boss. Just like I was. Although I'm betting I am a much nicer boss than you ever would have been. Except for maybe this part. I don't think we should ever leave.
What? Hold on, chat. Are we making movies fun again? Yo, what? This was not what I expected it to be. I heard of something like this too, and I was like, what is this? And so to now finally put two and two together, this looks awesome. Oh man, Sam Raimi too. This looks so like it's gonna be so much fun, and this is so Raimi coded, you know? Like, and I say this, and I say that we're making movies fun because Sam Raimi makes movies fun, you know? Like, this seems like such an like an idea that's maybe been hidden for a long time. Wait, I'm not even sure if I necessarily understand. I mean, like, you see the comedy here too. It's so Raimi coded. Horrific and funny. Ah, guys, this just looks awesome. And January 30th already. So this looks like a teaser trailer, but I don't even know if I want to see an official trailer. Like, I kind of want to go in, blind. That's the best way to go into these movies, I don't want to read the synopsis to get a little bit of a deeper understanding. Just from this alone, I'm sold, and I want to see it. And I want to see it in the theaters too, because I want to get this theatrical experience with a group of people to, be shocked and in awe and laugh together. It just seems like it'd be a real fun one, or just to watch by yourself. Who cares? But it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I remember trailer from last stream, but it looked kind of ass. A fantasy one? The only fantasy one I could think of is, like, from my very first stream, I got recommended a student film, fantasy film, but I don't think that's the one you're talking about. Are you excited about Marty Supreme? I was excited. I'm not necessarily, like, excited. I think I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not like dying to go see it as much right now. Like, to be honest with you, I think I'd rather see Avatar before I'd see that. And there's even, I think, I don't know, like, I kind of want to see Anaconda. And it's not that I'd see Anaconda before Marty Supreme. It's just that, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure Marty Supreme's good. I've heard a lot of really good things about it and everything. But I think I'm looking for more of... Marty Supreme seems very, like, serious, And the vibe of Avatar and Anaconda is a little bit more of an escape of reality, if that makes any sense. And I think that's why, personally, I'm leaning more on being a little bit more excited for those films than Marty Supreme. I was excited for Marty Supreme, and I still am to a certain degree. But like I'm kind of a little bit more excited about Avatar and Anaconda, just because, or like Stranger Things, and I don't know. It's hard because, it's not hard, but I mean like it's hard for like as a movie, to kind of compete, because you kind of have a lot of other things. These days we get a lot of options. Every single week I get to watch a whole new group of trailers, because there is new trailers dropping literally every single week. So we as audience members we have so many options of things to be able to consume and everything. That's why I'm not able to actually watch a lot and stay up to date with everything, is because there's just so much. And sometimes I get even a little overwhelmed that I'm like, sometimes I don't even want to watch things. But you do, and then you're like, oh, I understand the hype or whatever the case may be and everything like that. But that's what, I don't know. There's just personally, I think I'm leaning more for a real world escape. And Marty Supreme just seems like it's a little bit more in kind of in that real world vein. So I think I will see it eventually, of course, but I think I'm going to see Avatar first, and then I probably will end up seeing, I probably will see Marty Supreme before Anaconda. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. ASAP Rocky is finally dropping, by the way. I heard about that. When is that happening? I saw like online, I think it was like one of his songs or something. He performed one of his songs or something. Just cop the vinyl. Need Grown-Ups 4 movie ASAP. Fuck yeah. Grown-Ups are classics, man. Alright. Yeah, this looks a lot of fun, chat. But I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to see, just like a fun original movie idea from a really cool, iconic director. So I'm excited from this. I'm excited for this, chat. What else do we got here? Send help. Hokum. What the fuck?
Fado. Long ago, deep in the woods, there lived an alkayak, a witch.
Creepy. Damn, Neon's on a fucking generational run here, chat. Holy shit. Especially when it comes to horror, too. I mean, there's been a lot of Neon horror lately. And not even just horror, but just in general. Man, Neon's gonna have a pretty busy year in 2026, chat. I feel like this is like the fucking... I feel like this is the third Neon trailer that we've seen today. And we only saw one A24 movie. What is going on? The Neon takeover? Is that what's happening? But chat, this movie looks freaking creepy. That opening shot, or like that opener with that thing just staring at him, that was creepy as hell. Like, that's like the kind of creepy stuff that you imagine watching you when you're sleeping. You know what I mean? Creepy as hell. Ugh. I do not like that. Hokum. I don't even know what that means, but it seems like it's got some kind of maybe like Japanese roots or something. And if I'm wrong, I don't know if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but is that Zemo? Is that Zemo from Civil War? It was Civil War, right? Or is that what's his name from Severance? Hokum. Let's look this up. How come you never called me back? Oh no, it is the guy from Severance. Yeah, Adam Scott. Guys, this looks creepy. A horror writer visits an Irish inn. Ooh, Irish. Okay, so a horror writer visits an Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, unaware the property is said to be haunted by a witch. Ooh, interesting. Now it said a new nightmare from the studio that brought you Longlegs. Didn't like Longlegs, so Studios Neon and the producers of Weapons. Now Weapons I did like. Weapons was pretty awesome, but I liked Weapons because Zach Kreger was the writer and director, and I know that he was kind of like the creative lead behind it. As far as the producers, I'm not necessarily too sure. But you know, these producers just like to take the names of their successful IPs and bring them on to something else. But oh yeah, remember that one thing? Yeah, well these people worked on that one thing that you like, so maybe you like this thing. Which is obviously it makes sense, but that's not necessarily all the time. Because you like I just said, I liked Weapons because of Zach Kreger, not necessarily because of the producers. So with that being said, because there was other things too that I think I saw. They do that all the time in the trailers. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna go into that film liking it like how you liked that other film, So, but just from the visuals and what I'm seeing here, this looks pretty interesting. Looks pretty spooky, pretty scary, and I'm interested. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. January 16th. Oh, wow. It's sooner than I thought. This is Vice if Anthony was in a witchcraft. Who says he's not, though? Who says he's not? Yeah, chat. This looks pretty cool. W for Hokum. Dracula, we did that one. Lupin the Third, the movie. Another anime. Jimmy.
I'm not afraid, man. Dear Father Anne, I'm not afraid, man. I'm at the end of my rope and I show me the way.
You are a star. And America needs stars right now.
How does it feel to be a legend, James?
It's the best feeling in the world.
Black skies are coming, Jim. Mark my words, we'll be at war before Christmas.
Don't I have the right to serve my country just like anyone else does?
America can't afford to lose Jimmy Stewart.
War. You're just not cut out for it. And make peace with the fact that you are what you are. Just an actor.
I've done this scene in so many movies. But this isn't a movie. This is my life.
What the audience needs is the truth. The question is, are you brave enough to give it to them?
Someday, I'd like to be able to look at myself in the mirror and see a good man looking back at me.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's a long time away. Wow. All right, chat. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't know who Jimmy Stewart is. All right. Now, I know this is Filmmakers React, and this is obviously the untold true story of a actor, but this is obviously way before my era, so cut me some slack. We're going to Google who Jimmy Stewart is, and just from what I'm seeing here, what the story that I'm getting is that he was an actor who wanted to join the military, who actually did join the military, and maybe came back with some stories to tell, which seems pretty interesting. Let me Google this really quick, chat. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Jimmy Stewart. There we go. James Maitland Stewart, nicknamed Jimmy, was an American actor and military officer, a Princeton graduate with an architecture degree. Stewart starred in 80 films from 1935 to 1991, including classics across genres like Western, screwball comedies, and family films. He won an Oscar for his role in the Philadelphia. Okay, let me see. Who was Jimmy Stewart and what did he do? Jimmy Stewart, a beloved American film and stage actor known for his distinctive voice, wholesome image, and roles as honest, relatable heroes in classics like A Wonderful Life. Oh, I seen that. A long time ago. And Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, but he also is a decorated World War II bomber pilot who flew dangerous combat missions embodying the integrity and character he portrayed, rising from private to brigadier general in the Air Force Reserve. Wow. So did he play a military officer and then actually become a military officer? That is pretty neat. Now I see why he's got a story. And that's kind of what I was piecing together when I was watching the trailer. His military service, early enlistment, one of the first major stars to enlist in World War II, flying a B-24 bombers over Germany. Combat experience, flew numerous dangerous combat missions, becoming a highly decorated officer. Post-war continued in the Air Force Reserve, retiring as a brigadier general. Wow. His legacy, Stewart's persona blended his on-screen honesty with real-life integrity, making him a true American icon and symbol of decency, balancing Hollywood stardom with deep patriotism and service. Pretty cool, chat. Yeah, seems interesting. Because I don't know how. I mean, I could see a little bit of like, I don't know, like you go from being an actor and I don't know, maybe he felt like he was living a lie or something like that, and there was a lot of stuff going on around that time and people feeling passionate to fight, in the war and stuff. So, that passion obviously carried his legacy on, because we're watching a movie about him now. So, and there seems like there's a lot of cameos in here too. But yeah, chat, interesting, pretty cool. Interesting to see him in there too. I always think of him from Step Brothers going, "Pa!" Like Kobayashi. Ah! Yeah, chat. All right, cool. I don't know if I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like running towards it. I'm not like, I need to see this or anything like that. If I check it out, I check it out. If I don't, I don't. Story seems interesting, but yeah, I mean, like, it might be actually more interesting than I'm just kind of assuming right now. There could be a lot more to his character and story for him to go through that and everything. But yeah, I don't know. It seems interesting to a degree, I guess you can say. And I only say that just because I'm not like too much into like movies like this, that seem very like kind of emotional and stuff like that. But then again, I could maybe relate to the story of someone feeling like they're involved in one world but then want to get into another because they feel passionate about it or something like that. You know what I mean? So kind of like, how does one navigate their life and make their decisions, with kind of like those conflicting interests, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. But seems interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. All right.
Thank you.
Dreams.
I want to thank my beautiful daughter, Jennifer, who soldiered by my side and helped. Thank you. I want to thank my beautiful daughter, Jennifer, who soldiered by my side and helped make this foundation work the way it should.
I saw you outside. You were talking to a dancer on the street.
He is so talented. He's from Mexico. Maybe you could help him.
I'll see if the foundation can help. Everyone, this is Fernando. He's the dance teacher here.
There's no thing about Mexicans. I'm just saying we should be funding Americans.
Hi, it's me.
What is going on?
I'm glad you're here. Or what? To take care of you. Do you need money? Some cash.
I got deported from New York.
What happened after you got deported?
Oh,
I go see
shit.
San Antonio.
Oh, honey.
All you really want me to do right now is to turn you around, slap your ass, when I kiss your neck.
It's obvious we're together. Hi.
You're ashamed to be single, B?
We met, right? The ballet teacher.
Is he living with you? Look, you know I want you to be happy, even have a relationship,
Fernando.
but there are limits. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Fernando, where are you? I'm worried.
What do you want?
Please come back.
I just don't want to be hiding all the time. Please, let me be.
Where's Fernando?
He hasn't been here for weeks.
When Fernando comes home, you call me? Call me immediately.
How did you find me?
Déjalo en paz.
I don't think you care what happens to me.
Oh,
Dile que
shit.
por qué no se busca uno de su edad. I'll never abandon you.
Maybe I'll just go back to Mexico. Stop calling me.
I didn't expect
think
for
you know
this
me
to
that
take
well?
this turn.
You don't know me at all.
Can you tell me a little bit about the nature of the relationship?
Oh shit. Yo, what the fuck? The tea is hot, chat. What the fuck? That shit is crazy. I did not expect for this to take that turn. Like I thought this was gonna be like I don't know, some weird erotic fantasy movie, but it took a pretty quick dramatic turn there, you know? This has to do with you know, obsession, I think. And I think it even said something like that in one of the statements here. But this looks good, chat, you know?
Outside, you were talking
And I think we can all kind of very easily assume that the danger here, or at least kind of like who the protagonist and antagonist here is. But like it seems like we're following Jessica Chastain's character as the main character, almost like as if you would perhaps an antagonist or maybe, I don't know if they might disguise her as like an anti-hero. See, a gripping tale of erotic obsession, because she's the one who's obsessed with him, you know what I mean? And she goes looking for him, and like, where's this gonna lead to? You hear about stuff like this too, chat. You know what I mean? I bet you people, we know people like this. You know what I mean? So this looks crazy. This looks like such a juicy story though, chat. I'm interested. I'm in it. I'm interested and I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. What is it called again? Tweaked for a second. Dreams. Look at her. This looks so good, chat. This looks like something that I'd watch with my mom and my sister, and we'd be like, "Oh, you hear that the whole entire thing?" Like, you know, the Hispanic heave. You know that shit. I would hear my mom and sister do that all the time. No, you know, shit like that. Oh man, this looks good. I didn't know where the music connection came from. I thought she was like just some kind of like businesswoman. I didn't know where, or like art dealer or something. I didn't know where the connection of dancing kind of came from.
I saw you outside. You were talking to a dancer on the street.
He is so talented.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just didn't know where the connection of like dancer and her world kind of came to be. But, you know, we're just going to have to watch to find out. But this looks good, chat. I'm excited. I would love to see it in theaters. If I don't, I will actually watch it eventually. This is one that I'll put on my Letterboxd and make it a point to see because it just looks that good. You know, some of the shots here look pretty cool too. I wasn't necessarily like reeled into the cinematography, but I was reeled into the story. You know, it was just very juicy. But I guess juicy, for lack of a better term, I guess you could say. The drama was very juicy, and the tea was very hot. But yeah, chat. We'll be checking it out. Let me know what you guys think. J Nick, welcome. Good to see ya. Excuse me, what is this movie? It's a white girl fantasy movie about, you know, the Brown Boys. A white woman's fantasy over a Hispanic young boy. Obsession, I guess we'll say. But yeah, chat, this looks pretty good. My bad.
Hi.
I wasn't expecting this trailer. I was gonna skip this one too. I'm glad we didn't. The Breadwinner.
The Starminder. I really think you might have something. I'm going to give you an offer.
Running a company's a 24.
A million things going on. That's why Moms have a million things going on. That's why I invented the Starminder. I really think you might have something. I'm going to give you an offer.
Running a company's a 24/7 job.
What about your husband? Could he take care of the kids?
Nate?
Wait a second, is he here?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, bring him in.
We are moving. We're moving.
Yeah. Here he comes.
What, are you kidding? Are you eating a donut?
The garbage can up there.
You can finish it.
No, it's wrong.
I'm out of here.
I'm out.
Your wife is having the moment of her life and you're stuffing your face? You're a bozo.
I thought, are you allowed to talk if you're already out?
Lori thinks I might have something, but are you sure you can handle this?
I'm the top salesman at the dealership. I think I can handle a month alone with the girls. You act like I'm gonna blow the house up.
Bye.
Dad, the front door is locked.
There's a window in the back. We'll crawl through that. This isn't the 1950s. Dad stay home all the time.
This is not gonna go well. Dad, you're going the wrong way.
To your school.
To any of our schools. You don't know where our schools are? I'm gonna go wrong.
What? No, give me the phone.
Hang on. Hi, what's up?
What's going on here?
Your wife had called you to replace your roof.
You're hired.
Really?
I'm going to just make a call.
I called all the top-rated places. I also called this guy because his bid was so low, I thought I could use it against the others. Who did you go with?
One of the real good ones.
Meet Wilcox.
How you doing, Shivan?
Hanging in there. It's a lot of chores. I'll get 2 weeks of t-shirts and 2 weeks of underwear.
What happens after 2 weeks?
We throw all this out and start over.
Hi. I wanted to check and see how you were doing.
Yeah, great.
Sir,
Sorry.
there's a spelling bee.
Really great. The most great. She makes it look so easy, but it's so hard.
This has the potential to change all of our lives.
Trust me, I'm not gonna let your dream die.
Okay, but that's mostly on the horse.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh, no.
It's just a little wax.
Wait, are you filming?
I don't know, chat. I don't even know what to say about that one. I don't know. Like, it seemed. I think the idea and concept is pretty funny. You know, the wife is the breadwinner, and we have the stay-at-home dad who's struggling to do anything and everything. It appears, almost kind of like I don't know, kind of like a chicken with its head cut off, or like a child not knowing what to do and looking at his wife kind of like as his mother, you know. And you know, you see that throughout, because he looks like he struggles with like about everything. But Yeah, it seems like we got like a family fun movie. You know, it kind of reminds me of like like Cheaper by the Dozen, or you know, a movie just kind of similar to that. That's just kind of family fun. I honestly thought that it was going to be kind of like an inappropriate rated R comedy in the beginning. I didn't expect for it to be kind of so innocent, if you will. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. If anything, I think there is a big lack for these types of movies these days. So to see something like this, where you have an idea, where it's a family fun movie, and to see it kind of seem like it's getting a little bit of like I don't know, wide recognition, is different, I think, in 2026, or at least 2025 going into 2026. I can't remember a movie that I've seen that's kind of remotely similar to this. You know, like I feel like these days we don't even really see comedies as much as we used to. And you know, the comedies that we would see that were just like, you know, because this is obviously a family comedy and everything, but you know, we haven't seen anything like this in a very long time. So for me to bring up Cheaper by the Dozen, it kind of makes me think of The Pacifier, you know, just like that type of movie that we just haven't really seen in a long time. So that's pretty cool. As far as like my own personal interests and everything like that, this is something that I could definitely see myself watching with like my nephew, or you know, my family, which is like cool. We need things like that to be able to watch these days, where perhaps it's not too adult or grown up. Perhaps it's a movie that, you know, the whole entire family can watch together, instead of feeling like, oh, the kids can't watch this, or then they just budge and let the kids watch it and get exposed to shit that maybe they shouldn't be exposed to. Because I know there's a lot of times that when I was younger, they just ended up settling for letting me watch movies and things and then cover my eyes during the bad parts, but you didn't know the bad parts were coming until they did. And then it's like, oh, so you might have seen a little bit or something like that already. It was already too late. But yeah, guys, I say that I don't know, I'm 28, I'm still young and everything like that, but I assume that, you know, people need families. There's a lot of people my age and, you know, older that have families. You know, they need movies like this. So it's cool to see that we're getting something like that. We need a return of comedy films and family comedy films. There's a lot of stuff that we used to have that we kind of like forgot about, maybe. So, and it seems like we're kind of starting to remember what movies are capable of. You know, movies could be fun. Movies can be a lot of different things, a lot of other things maybe than just so serious, or I don't know, so commercialized for IP and focused around money and fan service and seriousness. Sometimes you just need a little family fun like this. So W's for the filmmakers for making this. What up, my sunshine? Good to see you. Hope you've been having a good holiday season. We got Christmas coming up. I know it's not Christmas yet, but you know, we're in the season, so hope you've been good. Well, hello, my friend. I didn't know you were going to switch days. I'm so sorry that I wasn't here at the beginning, but really sorry for not being here. Please don't be upset. Oh, never upset at you. Don't ever. I have no reason to be upset at you. But no, we're just trying today because, you know, Thursday's Christmas, so I don't know if I'll be able to, and there's a lot of new trailers to check out. So we're getting through. You came just in time because we're getting into the fun trailers now. All right, we got a couple more, and then we got our final 3: Disclosure Day, The Odyssey, then Avengers Doomsday. Those are our remainder 3. I'm gonna go use the bathroom really quick, and then when I come back, we'll do Killer Whale, Grizzly Night, maybe the rest of these. We'll see what they got in store for us, and then yeah. But chat, if anybody's in here, anybody else still in here, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to play some music. And I'm going to go use the bathroom really quick.
Said I'm ready.
Pixelated kisses got me going insane. Replicate this moment from a million miles away. Waiting for the signal, baby, never make a sound. If you never hear from me, all the satellites are down. Yeah, they're all fucking down. Falling through the atmosphere right now. Baby, are you really down? Baby, are you really down?
Pixelated mess. This could be the best, right? Yeah, this could be the best, but it could be the end. I don't gotta try. Just give me a hand. I'm about to change your life. It's calling me down. It's turn it again, burn it again, turn the page, do it again, show your friends. I don't give a fuck what you say. You do what I say. I need you where I'm at.
Pixelated kisses got me going insane. Replicate this moment from a million miles away. Waiting for the signal, baby, never make a sound. If you never hear from me, all the satellites are down. Yeah, they're all fucking down. Falling through the atmosphere right now. Baby, are you really down? Baby, are you really down?
I just put up in the tongue. I done got rich, yeah. The X got a whole lot stronger. I done got rich, yeah. Bitch, I blew up like Osama. Yeah, I done got rich. Yeah, been two turn all damn summer. I can't even trust myself, yeah. How can I trust you? Yeah, I just walk in what I sell. Yeah, and I buy me like 5 shoes. I'ma be up at the top of no maximum, don't got a limit. Yeah, I was just right around GLE, AMG 43 windows tinted. Not no quarantine. Yeah, yeah, not no pork and bean. We got rights. A bitch that pull up on it, so my dick better give me right. I don't like wasting time so much, my watch is filled with ice. Yeah, y'all be standing. I got a lamb truck. I can't stand them. Yeah, I heard enough. Yeah, took a cranky in that lamb, whole that side is scuff. Yeah, I get cranky in that AM, need to perky up. They been winning while they ain't made it. Then I turned to nuts. Got the blip on my side, keep it super tough. I ran up an M, bitch, I'm super up. My bitch done started drinking lean, she got a stupid gut. Yeah, I just been fucking my money up. I spent 20 bands today, and I made back 40 up. We don't be doing no little shit, that's why I got a big body truck. I don't be on no chill shit, I really be on the turn it up.
Wake up, filthy.
I just put up in the tongue. I done got rich, yeah, the X got a whole lot stronger. I done got rich, yeah, bitch, I blew up like Osama. Yeah, I done got rich, yeah, been two turn all damn summer. I can't even trust myself, yeah, how can I trust you? Yeah, I just walk in what I sell, yeah, and I buy me like 5 shoes. I'ma be up at the top of no maximum, don't got a limit, yeah. I was just right around GLE, AMG 43 windows tinted.
ain't got my bitch, ain't got my shit. I've been fly way up, I made 3 M's in like 5 days. Yeah, it's all so useless, fuck you said. I try, but you know it fails. I fuck with nobody, but everyone fuck with me. I fuck with nobody, but everyone fuck with me. I fuck with nobody, but everyone fuck with me. I fuck with nobody, but everyone fuck with me. I got peanut butter inside, yeah, I got lead on jet. You got bit down, watch on my wrist, but guess on my neck. Yeah, you a motherfucker bitch, yeah, slow, yeah, motherfucker spit. And fuck you say you a bitch, cause I live on red. Yeah, that's all on my body, they go my head, my crib, my skyboard. I don't give a fuck you say you a motherfucker bitch, you ain't really got die more. You got real estate, yeah, never stay by, really got rented up a lot more. Gotta go again, gotta go again, gotta go a lot more. Go again, 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 go again. I was spinning around the world to come on back. Had money, little buddy, got my band. Yeah, I got the jump, playing no one land. I was flying around this world, no event. You got my respect, I got my bands, I got my credit. No, you ain't got my witch, you ain't got my bitch, you ain't got my shit. I've been flying right up, I made 3 M's in like 5 days. Yeah, it's all so useless, fuck you said.
How we doing, chat? Who's in here? We got a couple people. We got a couple people in here. Who's in here? Let me know who's in here. If you're in here, let me get a message in the chat.
She could rob my face, I don't want nothing in return. Her body count and who she fuck ain't never my concern. I'm trying to buy my neighbor house. Yeah. She could rob my face, I don't want nothing in return. Except for some her time and all her love, that's my concern. I'm trying to buy my neighbor house and turn it to a y'all. If you don't know my grandma name, then we ain't really dogs, bitch. I shook your hand, I don't respect, don't call me king. I'm not your twin, I'm not your brother, we just met. See, I won't purge.
Alright. I was gonna say something about the trailer, but I don't know if you're gonna show a different one from the one I've seen, the Avengers. No, we haven't done the Avengers yet. We're gonna do these few right here, and then we're gonna do Disclosure Day, the Odyssey, then we're gonna finish off with Avengers Doomsday. So I don't know. Is there multiple trailers or something? But yeah, hold off on that thought maybe until after, because no spoilers yet. Well, let's do the trailer for Killer Whale right now.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, no way.
I'm sorry you're trapped in there.
Go, 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 go!
Bit of a weird start.
Always be cold, boys be hot. It's you and me. No matter what. To the perfect escape. This is Josh.
Hey.
We have a surprise for you.
Oh man.
Orcas have never killed a human in the wild. She thinks she's still trapped in captivity.
Is that true?
Let's get to those rocks and then we'll find a way out. We are going to get through this.
Lionsgate. All right, chat. I don't want to like talk bad about. I don't want to like down, like movies too hard or anything like that, because let's not forget a lot of people worked on these movies. A lot of people might have had a certain vision for this movie, and sometimes the vision doesn't necessarily come to fruition, and there's a lot of reasons for that. There's a lot of moving pieces to the puzzle of a movie, and to sometimes get that right, it's like fine tuning to a frequency that's just I don't know. Sometimes you find that frequency that works or doesn't, and I don't know. That's just like the best way I could describe it. But it seems like there's a couple things in this film that just perhaps didn't go right, in the sense where, because like don't get me wrong, they like the movie's done. They did the damn thing, right? But when it comes to, I guess, VFX, obviously let's address the elephant in the room. We knew that there was a lot of visual effects going on, and you would need a lot of VFX going on for a movie like this, and at this like with this kind of concept of a killer whale. You know what I mean? We're talking about kind of like an iteration of Jaws, if you will, and very when the trailer started, I was definitely kind of interested just from the visual of the orca and her just looking at each other, and the way it just kind of went up to attack. It's like the anticipation, because you knew what was going to happen, was pretty cool. It was working, but then it's unfortunate how much bad VFX can sometimes impact your believability as an audience member. And I only say that because these days we're just so spoiled with really good stuff that we can't help but see that stuff that doesn't look like what we're used to seeing. It sticks out like a sore thumb. It's not like practical effects. I would say that practical effects leans a little bit more on, will suspend your reality a lot more than VFX will sometimes, just because I don't know, maybe it's just the simple fact that it's actually captured in reality versus like a 3D asset or something that's literally just doesn't look like it fits in your environment. You know what I mean? At least with a practical effect, you have it's in the real world, whether it looks real or not. It could even be a puppet at that point. But I think that the simple fact that if it's a puppet that looks like, I don't know, like a real shark, I think we allow ourselves to suspend that belief a little bit more than with VFX. And it could just be for the simple fact that it's because it's something that is actually real and practical. And VFX sometimes is just so visually jarring, And I honestly think that's what it is, because we're so used to seeing really good things that aren't visually jarring that when we see the opposite, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So with that all being said, there was a lot of visual effects here that just didn't seem to like work too much, at least in their favor, perhaps. And I don't mean to talk bad about like the team or anything. There were some pretty good moments here. So to kind of go into it a little bit more. I mean, a lot of like stereotypical kind of like horror tropes here. This part was spooky because it's like, oh shit, and the VFX looked believable enough. But then we kind of get like this GoPro footage, and then that kind of took me out a little bit too, because you kind of see him, but then you don't, and it's like, it's almost like I'd rather you have not showed us that in the trailer. And then just a lot of setup, and then just the music and vibe change. You know what I mean? Like you get a complete, like, here, listen to it. Like we start off so dark and serious, and then we just turn to like party time. You know, and it's like let's forget any of that happened. And I've seen trailers do that before, but do it successfully. I don't think it necessarily like worked back then though too. It's just like it maybe was disguised a little bit better, but it still is just such an odd thing to do, to start off so serious for just like a very short amount of time, and then just get like, oh, party time now, and then get serious again. It's very weird pacing for a trailer, you know? And then not even to mention that there's a lot that they showed in this trailer too. It felt like I was watching the whole entire movie in this trailer, especially when we got to this point right here. And here's another thing that I will comment on, chat. You can still suspend your belief with all of this bad VFX. You know what I mean? At a certain point, when you're watching it, your mind just kind of forgives it a little bit, if I guess you can say, and you just continue watching it for the story. And that's the beauty of filmmaking, and that's the beauty of storytelling, is that it's not necessarily about how good the VFX are, or how good the practical effects are, or the effects in general. Sometimes it's just about the story and seeing what happens, seeing what happens next. And that can happen with actors' performance. You can suspend belief just by performance. And as I'm watching this trailer again, like this kind of reminds me. I think she starred in that one movie too. What was it called? The one where she's stuck in the tower. I forgot what it was called. Let's look it up really quick, because I thought I recognized her. Yeah, Virginia Gardner. Wasn't she in that one where they're like Fall? There we go. So there was even moments in Fall too, where I know the VFX wasn't perfect, or there was like, moments where it was just a little bit, the VFX was a little corny or cheesy, or just like, just didn't look believable or anything like that. But it still didn't affect the impact of the story. And, I was still in it. I still watched it and was able to finish it from start to finish. So sometimes, guys, there's things like that don't necessarily matter, and I'm judging harsh right now, just as a filmmaker, because I can kind of like, I can see through some of these things sometimes, but then I also understand why they happen, and I understand like that it's not even all about those things sometimes. Like, I can point out where maybe things can go wrong, or maybe why our psychology looks at it differently and why it affects us that way. But then at the same time, I can also go into like, hey, you can still, it's not even all about those nitpick things. You know, it's actually about the story, and it's actually about just enjoying the piece of work itself and not getting too much into, I guess, suspending your reality with these technical, you know, these very technical things. And on the other hand, you could say that, you know what, it's those details that bring us into it, you know, that sell us into the story, because, you know, as filmmakers, we are illusionists, we are magicians, and it is our job to fool the audience that what they're seeing is real. And I guess that's where our judge of quality comes in, and that's always going to happen with other filmmakers and audience members, and that's just one thing that you got to accept, you know. So but that's not going to stop you from making the film. It's not going to stop you from making the project and getting it done. You know, watching it here, you know, there's a lot of things that actually look really good. I don't know if it might have just been that YouTube video, but or just because the screen's a little bit smaller. But guys, this doesn't look terrible, you know. This doesn't look bad at all. If anything, it could be. It reminds me a lot of Fall, and Fall was pretty acclaimed, I think. And not necessarily acclaimed, but it's just like, I mean, I heard about Fall a lot, and I seen a lot about Fall, and a lot of people talk about it and stuff, because, you know, it was such a interesting kind of localized story, but that's what it was about. It was about the story. So that's all that's really important here. Because if we were just watching moving pictures and stuff like that, it might get a little bit muddy and nuanced and everything, but it looks pretty cool, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna diss it. You know what I mean? Diss it too bad or anything like that. It looks pretty decent. My Sunshine said, "You really think I was going to spoil it for you? Did you do the Green Lanterns one?" Yeah, we did the Green Lanterns one, but I wasn't expecting for it to be only like a 10-second TV spot. The Green Lanterns and Euphoria one were only like 10 to 15-second TV spots in what's upcoming for HBO's 2026 year. So I did do those already. It was very quick. There wasn't much to really judge or say about them, to be honest with you. It's like the one where the girl was trapped on the rock because of a shark. Is this the one that has Free Willy? Laugh out loud. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Or like the one where she was trapped on a float, on like a floaty thing or something, like a buoy. I don't even know what they're called, but like something that's like out in the ocean that like lets you know that you're like really deep or something like that. I think it was with Blake Lively. But see, there's a lot of films that are similar to this, and it's about, you know, essentially kind of like, not even, I wouldn't even say a damsel in distress, but, or maybe a damsel in distress that gets herself out of distress, you know, and in a survival movie, if you will. And that's why I brought up Fall. You know, she's in Fall as well. Is she in another survival movie? No, she was in Halloween. Let's see, Scott, man. I was just wondering if this guy had anything to do with the new one that she's in, or if these writers did. Jonathan Frank. No. So somebody probably wrote this idea and was like, hey, you know what? That's that girl from that Fall movie. She would do good here. And not a bad strategy. Sometimes that's what filmmakers do. They like get a talent and put them in a similar movie to something that they were in previously, and it kind of like makes a little bit of like a universe, if you will. You're able to kind of connect the two, and I don't know, sometimes it just allows it to maybe stick with you a little bit more. I don't know. But you see that happen sometimes. And sometimes it's like the same filmmakers. That's why I was wondering. I forgot the name of the movie. Laugh out loud. No worries. All right, chat. This is one Grizzly Night.
This is Granite Park Chalet.
Oh my god. We have a code 3 emergency. There's been a bear attack.
Guys, go run!
We got a missing girl. We think it was a second bear attack.
We can't risk any more lives.
Same every year.
Sorry?
Bear did this, Bear did that.
No!
Really more of a nuisance than anything else.
Quiet.
Grizzlies never kill. So I guess we thought they never would.
Just a couple throws.
No.
Squirt, get back here.
Bro, what? Come on. What the fuck? Why they always gotta hurt the fucking dog? Just for that? I don't want to talk about this movie. No, I'm just kidding. Have to be fair. But chat, like, reminds me of the one we just saw, you know? But here we have an example of I didn't see any VFX. I saw a lot of just practical stuff. And it's kind of funny because it kind of contradicts what I just said a little bit, because I'm not going to lie, there were shots that had VFX in it in the previous movie, and I felt more immersed in, like, that stuff was more believable than this. And there's a reason for that. And it's only because this film, we never saw, like the glimpses of the bear that we saw here were so fast, and not even were they fast, they were just so singular. Nobody else was in frame. There was nothing that was happening in here to really suspend my belief in believing that these people were actually in danger from a grizzly bear. Now, the focus here we could just say, oh, it's about the story. It's about a grizzly bear terrorizing a campground or something like that, or this group of people or whatever. But it's also marketed and kind of wrapped in a horror thriller, animal horror thriller, you know what I mean, or horror. And there's only quick cutaways to the bear, and the bear is just like, growling, and that's it. That's the only thing that we see of the danger in this film.
Sorry?
Now, it worked with Jaws, when Jaws was the very first one to do it, but we are way beyond Jaws, where we have got, we got a lot. And like I mentioned before for the previous movie, we just seen so much at this point that there's certain tropes, not even tropes, but just like what I call it, techniques, filmmaking techniques, because you're trying to disguise the fact that, and I'm just being very honest here, that the budget wasn't high enough to be able to do these things. Because if they were, then they would be shown in the trailer, because you want to show You want to show your hot moments in the trailer because you want to reel your audience in. You can't hide too much, or if you end up showing none of that, then you're going to leave your audience not interested. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not too interested, and it's just because I know that I'm walking into an indie horror, but and it's no shade to the filmmakers or anything like that, but it's just like and I don't mean to sound like a dick here. I really don't. But it's like when there's so much other things that are gripping my interest that maybe, and if we're just talking about story, if we're talking about Grizzly Night, and what I'm seeing from this trailer is, a film about some kind of grizzly bear terrorizing a group of people, I'm sorry, but I'm more interested in the trailer that I just watched about, a romance about a couple that appears to be, about to get married, but they don't seem like things are going good. But then, and on their wedding night, it seems like there's a lot of drama going on, and they used to be together, and I don't know, like, I see more of a conflict that I'm interested in personally, as far as the drama. And the film is literally called The Drama that I'm comparing this film to, but it's just personal and subjective at that point, so like I said, it's no shade to the filmmakers or to the film itself, but if I were to now maybe compare, like, all right, what would I spend my time doing? Because time is a valuable asset to anybody. And if we're talking about, like, oh, what am I going to spend my time watching? If I'm scrolling and I have the option to watch one or the other, what are you going to choose? You're going to choose what you want to spend, what you think you're going to get the most value out of your time and your experience in viewing, right? So if I was presented this and presented the one that we just watched, which was Killer Whale, which was, if in comparison, an animal monster horror or thriller, and one that kind of, had a lot of VFX in it, and then this one didn't have any VFX in it. Grizzly Night I didn't see any VFX in there. And we're talking about filmmaking techniques and stuff like that. I'd probably end up I'd want to watch Killer Whale before I'd want to watch Grizzly Night. But it's only because I see a lot more kind of effort, marketability. It's more marketable to me. I recognize the talent. And I'm just being honest here as a filmmaker and as an audience member. It's just sometimes these are the things that, and it's a harsh reality, but this is the reality of it, is like these are the things that make people interested in your movie. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to judge too hard or anything like that, but those are the techniques and part of the things that you do as a filmmaker to kind of make your film stand out a little bit more, So you end up getting talent that's recognizable. No shade of Grizzly Night, but I didn't see anybody that I recognized in this trailer. And that's just me. You know what I mean? Somebody else who saw it, one of the other 26,644 people who watched this, might have, or something like that. And then that might have then reeled them into wanting to see this. But, and that's the game that we're all playing here when we make a film and we put it out there, is just like, and you got to keep it in mind. That's why at film school they tell you too, like, one of the things in one of my classes was that in film business is that you have to know who you're making this film for. And I mean, down to the nitty gritty of like demographic, age group, and all these just different things, because at the end of the day, your film is a product. And when it comes to its success or commercial success, no artist likes to play to a dead crowd, likes to play their flute to a dead crowd. So no filmmaker wants to make a film and nobody see it, you know? Or maybe you do. I don't know. But these are the things that you kind of got to keep in mind as a filmmaker. Because, you know, you're not just making a film for yourself. You could just be like, oh, but this film is just something that I was passionate about and I wanted to make. Yeah, true. But at the same time, if that's the case, then you kind of got to recognize that if the film was only made for you, then you might be the only one watching it. And sometimes you got to just think about telling, and it all just comes down to what you want to do as a filmmaker, as an artist, and as a creative. Is like, do you want to tell stories that are, you know, more singular and make sense to you, and have themes, and do you want to make those themes easy to read and easy to see, or do you want to keep them a little bit more hidden and nuanced, and how do you want to do that and disguise that and everything, and with metaphors and with paraphrasing and parables and stuff like that. There's a lot of different ways to do that in a film, because a film is a culmination of everything. You know, you got sound, moving pictures, editing, so many things. It's honestly insane, the power and ability that you have as a filmmaker, to make these so many different choices, but these choices that affect audience members, people who watch it, in a lot of different ways for their own subjective experience, you know? But that's the beauty of it too. And I know I got really deep and philosophical here, but yeah, chat. Never no shade on any filmmakers, never shading on any filmmakers or anything like that. But I'm just kind of getting a little honest here when it comes to, I guess, like, I don't know, like my own stance on these types of films and things like that. You know, I would love to maybe make an animal monster horror movie one day. Like, genuinely, honestly, like I grew up loving Anaconda, the one that came out I think in '97 with Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube. And then I also liked, you know, like Godzilla and Eight-Legged Freaks. You know, those types of movies are fun. What was it? Sandlot. You could even see Sandlot is kind of a little bit of a monster animal kind of story, you know, with Hercules. But yeah, chat. Anyway, W for them for getting it done. And I could be wrong, chat. There could be a lot more in here, and they just didn't show it in the trailer, you know, which is the case sometimes. Sometimes I'm just judging off a trailer right now. There can be a lot more to the story. There can be a lot more to the effects, to the, you know, to its ability to suspend audience members, you know, believability and their belief in the film. You know, there can be a lot more than meets the eye here. But just what I'm seeing from the trailer, and I'm reviewing trailers and reacting to them here. You know, it kind of reminds me of an old school version of this. You know, kind of like, that's why I brought up Jaws. But we've seen Jaws, and we've seen a lot like Jaws and beyond that before. So anyway. W for Grizzly Night, chat. Let me know what you guys think. Alright. My Sunshine said, "Is she the one that was in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2?" Is that what it said? Vicky. She played Michael Myers' young sister? Oh, no. Vicky. I think she played Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No, she didn't. This girl played the daughter, right? Yeah, she played the daughter. I don't know who she played in Halloween, My Sunshine. But yeah, it said that she was in it. The casting these days have been pretty decent. Which one are you talking about, J. Nick? Which film? Killer Whale? Ugh. We're getting hungry, chat. It's getting around that time, right? Shit. Should I, yo, chat, should I play Rocket League on stream? I figured it out. That might be fun. Maybe not tonight. Maybe I've been wanting to do it, but maybe not tonight. We'll do it maybe next week. Cause I just kind of want to, yeah. Once we're done with these trailers, I kind of want to just chill out. You know, tomorrow's Christmas, and there's some other content that I want to shoot. But yeah, and I gotta edit and do some other shit. Alright guys, let's go to the next one.
Into the Sky Dome. We're gonna be quite up high, and would snippers like this, would they be able to cut through into the CN?
Juliette Lewis plays a chair. Yes, of course. Her characters and
Oh, I saw that one already.
in her life like
Remind to be someone's favorite thing.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Alright chat, we're gonna do our bottom three. Are we ready? I'm fucking excited. Alright chat, we're gonna do Disclosure Day, The Odyssey, and then Avengers Doomsday. I've been avoiding this trailer like a motherfucker, chat. And I've been so hyped for this. Alright, so to kind of preface a little bit, I heard that Steven Spielberg was working on this movie for, I think, the past, like, I knew that this was happening for a while now, because it was on IMDb. It said Steven Spielberg Mystery Flying Saucer Project or something like that, or Mystery UFO Project. And I think at one point it was called The Disc. And I thought that was interesting because if you know what a disc looks like, you know, is essentially a flying saucer. And then it came out that it's actually called Disclosure Day, and I was like, oh well, disc is still in there, so I have no idea how it relates. I knew that this trailer dropped a while ago, 7 days ago, and I was just avoiding spoilers like crazy because I personally love just sci-fi, but like UFO alien type movies and things like that. I don't know, I just think they're really neat and fun. I grew up watching movies like and loving movies like E.T. I actually never seen Great Encounters from the Fourth Kind, right? Another one of Spielberg's alien classics. I know that one is like iconic too, so for me to not see it is honestly pretty insane. Why are we in Universal India? This better not be the India trailer. Yeah. that one might have been dubbed. But yeah, chat, I've been anticipating this for a long time. So now we're finally here. Now we're finally going to watch it. To kind of piggyback off of what I was just saying, my production company is called Saucer, as you can see right here. And I don't know, it's just kind of based kind of around that idea of, I guess, flying saucers and elevation and kind of, I don't know, this technology and ability to, I don't know, to go beyond the laws of physics and what we thought was possible in this world and in this reality. So that's kind of the essence behind Saucer a little bit, if you will. But without further ado, let's watch the trailer for Disclosure Day.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Let's. Today is. Today's.
Bro, I got goosebumps.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
People keep wondering. Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others? Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us.
Bro, what the hell? Oh my god. Yo, I am so excited for this. Oh man, the GOAT is back. Oh man, the GOAT is back and he is in his bag, bro. Oh my god. I have goosebumps like going through my whole body right now, guys. Like this is why I'm here right now. This is why I'm doing this, chat. This is, oh my god, amazing. This man came back and he said, "Let me show you guys how an alien sci-fi movie is supposed to be." You know, after all the years and different iterations of alien sci-fi invasion films that we have gotten, what is going on here? You know, like, chat, this looks fire. This is exciting. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm so just like, I feel so like my what do you call it? I feel so like fulfilled, you know, like my thirst is quenched, you know? But it's just because like I've been waiting to see a good trailer this whole entire day. I've been seeing a lot of teasers, a lot of previews, but I got to see an official, I mean, this is an official teaser too, but I got to see so much here and I'm so excited by what I'm seeing. That moment where she starts, speaking the alien language on the news, what the fuck was that? That is creepy.
Kansas City.
Let's watch it again. Like, what? Like, this is like kind of a little bit on the level of Signs scary. You know what I mean? Chat, like, imagine if we saw this actually go down. And the symbolism, too. The symbolism. You guys see the crosses? Do you guys hear the things that they're saying? Why would he build this universe? What did they say? Like, what is this about? And do you guys see the symbolism? Do you see the symbolism here? Do you see the crosses?
I have a right to know the truth. We weren't alone. Proved it to you.
Boom.
Good morning, Ken. Let's today's.
Hold on. Boom. Boom. You saw the cross? What does she have on? What necklace does she have? Is that a half moon? Oh no, it's a bird. And the bird, there is a bird on the poster for the poster of the film as well, isn't there? Look at that. Boom. Look at all the crosses.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
The truth belongs to 7 billion people.
You won't believe me if I told you.
What is it? What is it? The Ark of the Covenant? The Apple of Eden? You know what I mean? What is it, chat? The Red Robin. So that was, is that the bird? The Red Robin?
What are you gonna do? Full disclosure to the whole world.
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once. That reminds me of AI. Because remember when we got artificial intelligence, chat? It was open source to the whole world. Like, just, they opened the floodgates. And next thing you know, now millions, I don't even know, probably billions of people, if not, I don't know, still millions. But either way, just, you got a lot of people who are using, you know, AI nowadays. And, I don't know, that's kind of what it's reminding me of a little bit. You know what I mean? What's going on with their eyes changing there? The crop circles thing.
People keep wondering.
So I thought that was really cool. But the thing about crop circles, and I could be wrong about this, but I heard that crop circles was a big hoax. I heard that that when crop circles was happening, it was because there was some kind of farmer who was actually doing it, and he had some kind of technique and was able to do it. But who knows? It could have been a cover-up, or this could just be them kind of leaning into the idea of crop circles being extraterrestrial. Oh, you saw that? Okay, so there's some kind of like control or connection of, or like him being able to control others.
Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Wait, he was holding the thing, wasn't he? That thing that she was holding at the end.
People keep wondering.
It was in his hand.
People keep wondering.
Here, and then right there.
Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
That part looks so cool. Look at that shot.
Do you think there could be others?
Reminds me of a Transformer shot.
Why
Oh,
would
what is
he
that?
make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us.
Yet save it only for us. And do you guys see?
Save it only for us.
Things are going up.
Save it only for us.
Excuse me.
He makes such a vast universe. Yet save it
Going
only
up.
for us.
Who is she walking
Only
with?
for us.
Oh, the deer and 2 animals. Man. So this is the project that John Williams... So John Williams made this music then, right? And let's not get it twisted. That music was just on point for this, you know? And David Koepp is the... Or no, David... How do you say his last name? David, is that, do you not pronounce that Oep or David Coep? I'm just gonna say Coep. They work together a lot too, as far as I know. If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? That's a crazy synopsis. That's a crazy synopsis. What about what's your response to that, chat? If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, I butchered that. If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? Let me know in the chat. My answer? Would it frighten me? At this point, I would still say yes, because there's still so much of the unknown. Like, but in someone being able to show me or prove it to me doesn't necessarily mean that it's safe, or it doesn't necessarily mean, and with safety means security. So with knowing that information, if it meant that you wouldn't live or could run the possibility of not surviving, yeah, that wouldn't that frighten you? Because our ultimate fear as humans is death, you know, or the fear of being outed, you know what I mean? Or at least that's one of them. They say, you know, stage fright, and it really kind of connects to being outed from society and things like that. But then that also connects with our survivability as an individual and things like that. But it all connects to death, right? Like, so yeah, chat. What would you how do you respond to that? Can't wait for this one to come out. Me too, my sunshine. Welcome back. Welcome back, I need. No. My sunshine said no. It would not frighten you. Why not, my sunshine? Let me know. This looks really cool, chat. I'm so hyped for this. So Josh O'Connor has everything that I've seen him in has been great. So to see him starring in a Spielberg film is awesome to me. Emily Blunt, she kills it in everything that I see her in. So cool to see her starring in a epic film like this. Coleman Domingo, so cool to see him too, because another one just great in everything that I see. I didn't see Wyatt Russell, but cool to see him here. Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, Henry Lloyd Hughes, McKenna Bridger, Jim Perrick, Michael Gaston. Yeah, chat. I don't know who some of these other people are, but guys, this looks awesome. I'm so excited for it. Look at this. Look at the goat right here. Is he operating the 35mm here? 6/12/26. June 12th, 26. Definitely going to be seated in IMAX for this one, chat. It is going to have an IMAX release, right? It has to. I mean, I don't know if they shot it on IMAX. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything about IMAX on here. But maybe when the official trailer drops, we'll get some news of that. But yeah, chat, let me know what you guys think. This just looks so good, guys. I'm seated for it, and I'm ready. And I just love this shot here too. Just like the little hand with, I don't know if this is another little hand or an adult hand, but you know, there's some theories that aliens are like small, like children, or like they might be kids or something like that. So I don't know. I think that's this looks really cool here.
Why would he make such a vast universe?
Yeah, chat. My sister says, I don't know. I just wouldn't. Oh, man. You wouldn't be scared? You'd be like, yeah, I already knew that shit. You're like, yeah, I knew we weren't alone. You know, guys, are they getting us ready to actually drop the news on us? Is this just like, you know, are they grooming us to release the actual news on us that we aren't alone? Who knows? All right, chat. Let's go to our next one, the Odyssey. All right, hold on, cause like my neighbors are hammering shit right now, and I can fucking hear it, and it's annoying. Yeah, Anid, I heard about that. I seen it on TikTok. It's very sad, but hopefully people will help him and he gets the help that he needs. Give me a second, chat. I'm waiting for my neighbors to stop fucking hammering so I can concentrate. I think we're good. Alright, chat. Next trailer we're going to do is the Odyssey, then we're going to finish with the Avengers. I'm going to go eat. Play some Rocket League or some shit. Or no, I'm going to edit probably. Alright, we've been hyped for this one too. This one's coming out on my birthday. So you already know how I'm spending my birthday.
After years of war, no one could stand between my men and home. Not even me.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Damn. Damn, chat. That shit's coming out on my birthday, boy. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That shit is dark. I could barely... I mean, like, it's really dark. But, chat, what do we think? Oh. We finally got our first look at the Odyssey. Or at least a lot more of the Odyssey, because we've seen a little bit, but now we get to see a lot more. Now, in high school, I remember them making us read the Odyssey, but I'm not going to lie, I didn't know what was going on, and I was just faking it until I made it, And yeah, all I remember is it's about Odysseus, right, going on a very epic journey, and this is the epic story that was kind of like the standard for all epic stories to come. You know, it set the bar, it set the standard for every other epic story to come after it. It set the bar, or is basically the origin. But look at these shots, guys, and that was one thing that I was really excited for. I know a lot of other people was just seeing. Oh, this one was my favorite one though throughout the whole entire trailer. I mean, just look at the scale and depth here. And knowing Christopher Nolan, this was all practical. This was all real. This is all in camera. Like I have no doubt in my mind that this wasn't something that they actually caught on set. And even just the lighting here, you know, the journey that this character appears to be going on seems insane. But even that shot too, you know, just look at that nice silhouette. Is that a giant? That looks crazy. Guys, this just looks like such an epic story. That was a little bit of a weird cut. Did anybody else feel that? Like, I thought that was weird. The way that kind of that... It like lingered. It lingered a little too long. And then... And that's what it was. You see how the text disappeared before the black background did? That's why it was weird and jarring, because it didn't happen anywhere else. So you see how it kind of... So we have the black screen, but then we have the fade in of text, but then it cuts to the next scene. It doesn't go to black screen and then show us the next frame. Cut to black, but then we have a fade reveal, right? If it works, it makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, all this looks great. So it lingers a little long, and then you actually see the text kind of jitters a little bit. The text, so it seems like I don't know if they needed to make the trailer a certain length, or if they needed that to linger a little bit longer to cover for another error. Because I've done that sometimes as an editor. That sometimes what you do is like, maybe if everything's already the way you need it to be, but then you just need to take this one part and extend the length a little bit, slow it down just to maybe hide something else or something like that. That's sometimes what you need to do. But that was a little jarring, chat. I'm not gonna lie. And I only noticed that because I'm an editor, and I think that's one thing that I do the most out of all my skills as a filmmaker is I edit the most, and so I notice things like that all the time. So the text seems to be coming, like, slowly coming out at us, but then it like jitters a little bit, it appears. And I could be wrong about that jittering, but it seems like it just a little bit here. And then you see that, like I pointed out, it cuts to black before it cuts to the next scene, which didn't happen before. So it might have just been a little mistake, a little editing mistake. You know, nothing major, but it is just something that I noticed when I was watching it. It was just a little jarring. I was like, why did that feel weird? That didn't flow correctly. You know, when you watch a lot of things, at least at this level and scale, you can like they have a flow. You know how it should feel a little bit. Like you kind of know not necessarily what to expect, but to maintain that flow, you sharpen up those editing things. You know what I mean? So it could have just been like a minor editing mistake. very minor, but still noticeable, you know? And some of the cuts here seemed a little odd. Like, you see, that shot was very fast. So that shot of them pulling back, I don't know. This part of the trailer got a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. After this July. So we get someone flying off. Because like, and I know that they don't want to show too much, you know, they don't want to show too much. But this sequence on a boat was just felt a little weird, because you had shots that were going really fast, and then we're also really tight, so we're not really seeing too much of kind of the big grand scale that we were seeing previously throughout the trailer. So to end kind of so tight and on a moment that we saw the behind the scenes of this too. Mind you, I think we've seen a lot of the behind the scenes of maybe not, it might not be this moment, but we've seen the behind the scenes of them, you know, doing that. At least I think I did on Instagram or somewhere online. And when you're so cheated in, when you're so, like, not cheated in, but I'm saying cheated in because it is a method that you use to kind of hide the rest of, you know, the illusion, the fact that you're not actually there, you got to sell it, is maybe the VFX, the blue screen, green screen is not complete yet, you know? So, and sometimes you got to reach deadlines with these things and stuff like that. So hence the little minor weird, you know, linger on the black screen on this July, and then maybe just the little jarring oddness of the end of this trailer here. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I'm just kind of using it as what I think might be a reason for this these things. It could be all completely intentional. I don't know. What do I know? I didn't work on the team, but as a filmmaker, looking in, I know that sometimes, I know that these things could happen. But yeah, chat, because the widest shot that we got is this one. And I know we're not watching it in IMAX or anything like that, and they're cutting the screen off here. Or I don't know if they're cutting the screen off, or that's just how the scaling works. But that's the widest shot that we got here, and then everything else is so tight. And yeah, that looks... It didn't look as struggling, or like as struggle enduring as I would maybe imagine, or I've maybe seen. Like, imagine them, I mean, they were getting rained on, and it looked like it was a lot going on and everything. But like, you see that there was a disconnect, guys. There's a disconnect. I'm just gonna be honest here too. Look at all the rain, and look at all the rain, and then there's no rain here. There's no rain, but then back, and now just rain, heavy rain, heavy rain. The rain was more intense in the beginning than the end. It like started off crazy, but then it died down. So that's why it feels so weird, guys. Like, it felt weird when I was watching it, but dissecting it, I'm telling you why. And this, I think this is exactly why. It all translated in the frame. There's no rain coming down here, and you could say, oh, well, we're watching different times and of their journey and everything. It's like, no, this is supposed to feel like the same moment, and it doesn't feel like the same moment. So, not that it's not or anything like that, but I just, it's just, it's not fitting. It's not fitting right. It's not registering correctly in my mind. You know what I mean? And I'm judging hard right now just because I'm a filmmaker and editor, and you know, and stuff like that. But when you're watching a trailer that's supposed to be the movie event of the year, you kind of expect, you know, like everything to be kind of like really sharp. You know what I mean? And that's not always the case, I suppose. You know, sometimes when music artists release albums or release, you know, like songs, they're not even done. They're not mixed all the way, or the lyrics aren't done yet. So then they end up getting added a little bit later, or they get a little bit remixed, and then you listen to the song and be like, wait, it didn't sound like that. And then you're like, oh, because they ended up updating it or made adjustments because it wasn't actually finished when they had to turn it in. You know, things like that happen in the film world too. There's a lot of logistics and you know, just kind of things like that, things of that nature. So I'm just assuming that that's potentially the reason why some of these things might feel this way or be this way in this trailer. But either way, guys, I'm still excited about it. I'm still going to be seeing it in IMAX. I live in Chicago, but the nearest official IMAX theater is in Indiana, so and I have family in Indiana, so I'm gonna try to make my way over there if the tickets aren't already sold out, because I think they already might potentially be sold out. But either way, if I can't see it there, I will see it at any IMAX screen that I can to get the best immersive experience on the biggest screen that I can, you know. But I am excited. I'm gonna be watching it on my birthday, which is pretty sick. But I would love to get the actual, and because it's actually on my birthday, I'm going to make it a point, actually. I'm saying it right now. I'm going to make it a point to see it on that official IMAX screen in Indiana. Because there's nothing that compares to it in Chicago. Like, we have IMAX screens, but I think that one in Indiana is legit. And I don't think it compares to, I think, the Lincoln Square one, or the Lincoln one that I've been seeing in LA. I think that one might be the biggest, or one of the biggest. It looks crazy. It looks phenomenal. I would love to see a movie there one day. Maybe I can make my way over there for this one. Who knows? But yeah, chat. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited, and we'll be running to the theater to see this one. Sure, we got one more. The Avengers. Ugh. Chat, I'm so hungry. I got some leftover Wingstop. I'm like, that's all I've been thinking about the whole stream was just this Wingstop that I got. And like this video project that I gotta finish coloring, and once I'm done, like, I can send it to my friends and then see what they think, and then put the shit out, you know. Big ass water bottle. Hell yeah. Always got my big ass jug. As big as my head. Carry this thing with me everywhere I go. Gotta stay hydrated. It's my chug jug. Alright, if you're in here, chat, let me get a what up. Or if you're in here, let me see something in the chat so I know who's in here. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, chat. Avengers time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I've been streaming since 4, bro. I'm tired. Good day, mate. Thank you guys for being here. Yesterday was Spirit birthday. Well, tell Spirit I said happy belated. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I'm about to see where my cousin's at, because I'm gonna see if he wants to get on the league, but he's not home, so fuck it. All right, chat. Let's do this shit. I heard the Spider-Man trailer leaked too, so we might get that like on Christmas or so. I heard we might potentially. All right, chat. Here we go. Watch it be like nothing. It probably is. I gotta lower my expectations. Is that Steve? Yeah, boy, we all knew it. We all knew it. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, that's the only trailer that got me so hyped. That's all you gotta show me, bro. All you gotta show me was Steve Rogers, and you know I'm eating it up. You know we're all eating this shit up. Come on, Marvel. And no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you know when they bring out the heavy hitting IPs, when they bring out Spider-Man, when they bring out Captain Rogers, when they bring out, I would say Iron Man, but I'm just gonna say Robert Downey Jr. We're gonna eat it up, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go. I think we all, I think there was even some interviews and speculation. He even said before that he was done or something like that. Some rumors that he wasn't going to be coming back. But can we all honestly expect that, especially after we saw him in Deadpool? Come on. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even be surprised if we see that version of him return. Or no, low-key, he might be cooked. Him as Johnny Storm. I take that back. Yeah, he's cooked. He's gone. But it just feels so good to see and know that we're gonna have Chris Evans back as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, and to see that he has a baby now. So now we're talking about a man that is not looking out for the best interest of the American, or not even American people, but I was going to say American people, but what I really meant is the people of the world. We have someone who is a father, and a husband. We assume that in his universe, he remained with Peggy. He got off that bike and he went home. I'm assuming that was him, obviously. And he picked up his baby. So his life has evolved, and he's a father now. So not only does he have to protect the people of the world, but he has to protect his child. And I think that uppens the stakes a lot more for Steve Rogers, and also makes his character a lot more interesting. Just the same way that it did for Iron Man having a daughter. You know, it changes things once they have kids, because it's not about them anymore. It's not even about the rest of the world. It's about their child, because their child becomes their world, you know? And when you're a superhero, imagine how difficult that might be when you might have the choice. You might be bestowed with the choice of having to save innocent people that you don't know, or your blood, you know what I mean? Your kid, your child. And they're not the only people who are dads now. Thor is a dad. Hawkeye is a dad. Ant-Man is a dad. Who else? Let me know if I'm forgetting anybody else, chat. The Fantastic Four. So I think that what we're getting at here is a little bit of this kind of like generational thing here. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second, chat. Hold that thought, generational. All right, my bad, chat. So what I kind of assume here is that we're getting a little. We might be introduced to kind of a generational theme here, where a lot of our heroes are parents now, and I think that makes them a lot more interesting for a lot of different reasons. But this is very exciting, guys. This is really cool. I'm excited to see Chris Evans return. I think that Chris Evans been having a lot of fun with his career once he was done with the Avengers. We've seen him in a lot of different fun and cool and interesting things, but to see him return as the character that we all know and love and recognize him for is just it's so sweet, man. It's so awesome. It just brings a smile to my face. And to see all the, I think a lot of the people that we grew up loving and knowing with Marvel, to see them, to know that they're coming back and see them like this, it makes us so happy, and we're gonna eat it up every single time that we see it, because it's not just nostalgia, but it's genuine like love for these characters and the things that we've seen on screen, you know, growing up. They're not only just I don't know. They're not only just these characters to us, but they mean something to us, you know. So I'm really excited, chat. What do you guys think? You know, there's not too much to go off of here, but we don't need too much. I mean, for now at least. You know, I know we're all ready for more, but we're gonna get fed this. We're gonna get spoon fed this very slowly, because we got a long time until Doomsday anyway. When is it? 12/18/26. So yeah, chat, we still got like around a year. So we see him unboxing it, and he's got to be doing it for a reason. Maybe somebody's calling him to put it back on. Ah, it's so sweet. And that song, the music. Ah, doesn't it just tug at you, at your heart? I'm excited, chat. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. But yeah, that's all our trailers for the day. Well, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I'll be alone on Christmas like I've been for the past 3 years. Oh, I'm sorry, my sunshine. But hey, you know, if I was streaming, then we would have been able to spend Christmas together. But I'm sorry. I hope you have an amazing one though, regardless, and I hope you make it special. Even if you're spending it by yourself, make it special. You know what I mean? Make sure you have a nice drink or I don't know, you know what I mean? Give yourself some nice eggnog, a nice meal, or try to spend it with somebody. You know what I mean? Try to make the best out of it, regardless. Enjoy the day. You know what I mean? Because you deserve it. But thank you for being here. I hope you have a great Christmas as well, and a great New Year. Because I probably won't see you guys until after the New Year. So anyone in here, chat, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Whoever was here, as long as they were. My sunshine, I know you were in here for a little bit, so I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Aniid, if you're still in here, thank you so much. J-Nick, thank you so much if you're still in here. Vassal, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
The best for you. I cure your love like a doctor. Tell me what you want me to do. Tell me what you want me to do. I can wear a business suit and be proper, or I can put 100 niggas on and buy them choppers. See round my parts of town, that's how we get down. I'm from Fort Canada, bitch, that's no cap now. I went to school with some robbers and some killers, and half of them niggas dead or in jail. But fuck it, they my niggas. Basically, what I'm saying is I can't change, but for you I would do things, and maybe one day I get on my knees and give you a diamond ring. All sorts of things. All sorts of things. All sorts of things up. You got me turned out.
Alright, chat. Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas and a great New Year. Thank you for being in here. And if you missed it, catch the clips later on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts or Facebook Reels. Don't talk like that, my sunshine. You better still be here. You better pull up to my next stream. I better see you. Don't be talking like that. Alright, everyone take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Alright, God bless everyone. Love you guys.